jet flying son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Yeah, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My ground repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack, Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man, A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Happy Thursday. Hope all you guys are doing well out here today. Listen, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all, man. So I'm supposed to have player interviews, right? But college players being college players, we got the times mixed up. So I'm on Eastern. They on Central. I said 7. It's 6 there. They over there lollygagging. So they're going to jump on whenever they can. So hopefully we get some player interviews on this. But I'm going to break this story down as best as I can by my lonesome. All right, until one of them jump on or whatever. Anyway, so I ain't about to miss out on the show because this shit's crazy. So let me tell you how I got this story, right? So I got this story. I'm doing my usual Twitter scroll and things like that. I got one of the players, they just jumped on. I'm doing my Twitter scroll and I'm seeing this hashtag VUL. And I'm like, this can't be the same VUL that has been on like every HBCU's schedule. And I click on it, and God forbid the stuff that I seen. And the stuff that I'm reading is, I'm like, yo, this is crazy, right? So all of this stuff, but it really, let me say this. It all starts and ends with this man right here. Tim Newman. Okay, it all begins and starts and ends with this man right here. Now, if you do any amount of research, I mean, God darn it, I don't care if you just type the Bama's name in, he's sketchy off the rip. Listen, man, black people already got a hard time of getting jobs. Why you gotta be black? Like, I mean, I don't like doing this to a fellow brother, but God, like, if you read, I mean, like, anything about this dude that pops up comes up shady. Shady. Okay? Now, my man is the head coach, and he's the AD, and this is not his first scam. Because you know scammers are notorious for just revamping it and bringing it to you differently. So here at the Offscript News Network, I'm going to give you a little history of a little bit of Tim Newman. Here we go.
And you couldn't pay that all up front?
No, I didn't have it.
So she paid some, borrowed some, and then set up a payment plan because of everything NC Tech was offering.
Study hall, every night, progress reports every 2 weeks, tutoring, SAT, GPA for GPA scores.
And none of it really happened?
No.
If a kid choose not to go to study hall, that's him.
Tim Newman says the complaints aren't really about academics.
They're complaining about the football program here now because they're not playing.
But what about the education?
It's our classroom here.
Newman says in previous years, NC Tech had been outsourcing it, but this year brought it in-house. He bought a curriculum program from Accelerated Christian Education, or ACE. Classes started last month.
Is that class acceptable to the NCAA?
Yes, it is. It is acceptable for the NCAA.
No, they won't.
Steve Ballinger works for ACE. We talked to him on the phone in his Nashville office. He says the NC2A will only accept credits once the school using its curriculum has achieved what ACE calls model or quality status.
In the case of North Carolina Tech, have they met model or quality status?
No, they've not even come close to it.
We know exactly what we're doing here. So ACE can't speak for the NC2A.
The NC2A is speaking. After the problem solvers raised these questions, it put out this news release. It says, in part, the NC2A Eligibility Center will not accept core courses, grades, and graduation from North Carolina Tech Preparatory Christian Academy.
Just had to pack up my stuff and leave now.
This man took my money, selling me dreams.
If I can find that, how is this Bama getting a job? Like, somebody got to make this make sense to me. If I can find that about you, how do you even have a job? Let alone an athletic director of an institution. Listen, Jesus Christ. Jesus freaking Christ, man. It boggles my mind. It boggles my mind of how people can how people can scam and manipulate and get over on people. And I'm like, is anybody just not doing their due diligence? Is anybody just not doing their due diligence, right? So I'm gonna read you the bio. One of the players has jumped up. I'm bringing him up to talk about his experience at VUL. But I want to read this bio. Let's read this bio. It says, now this is officially off the VUL website. I literally copied and pasted. He is a Charlotte, North Carolina native. He attended Olympic High School in Charlotte. He was an all-county running back, attended Johnson C. Smith. If I'm Johnson C. Smith, I want my degree back. He was a 3-time All-CAA selection, a 3-time team offensive MVP. They must have sucked. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. He was signed in 1986 as a free agent to the New York Jets. After leaving the Jets, he signed with the Las Vegas Aces in the World Indoor Football League. Never heard of it. After his playing career, he had stints as an assistant coach at Johnson C. Smith and Fayetteville State. Then he took the head coaching job at Carolina Cowboys of the North American Football League. Never heard of it. With a record of 47-2. He was then named head coach of Barber Scotia College. He was then named head coach at Louisburg College. Neither one have a record. Neither one has he given you a record. So I was the head coach of a team that don't got no records. So I guess we ain't play no games because you don't see no record there, right? After he left Louisburg, he became the head football coach of a prep school in North Carolina. He didn't even put the name. All this Bama said was, I was the head coach at a prep school in North Carolina. No, Ninja. It was NC Tech. Later, 2021, took the position at Virginia University, and then he became the AD. This is just absolutely crazy. Hey, let's get to some of these players, man. Big L.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, Big L? Talk to me. You were a student. You're currently a student. What's going on in the situation at Virginia Lynchburg, my boy?
Okay. First and foremost, I appreciate the opportunity to be in here and hearing my opinion. What is going on is I'm gonna just break it down to you how it started. Okay, so I'm originally a transfer from Benedict College, HBCU. You probably heard about them.
Yeah.
I left Benedict because it was a personal problem. I had to get a better opportunity. Bam. So Lynchburg hit me up. My friend already told me about the school already. Like, bruh, you don't want to go there because I just left there. And, we had a fight at Howard, etc. And the coach had treated us so wrong. He was like, bro, I'd rather you go to JUCO. I was like, I can't go JUCO because I already got my AA degree.
Yeah.
So Lynchburg offered me, they promised me a lot of money. Like, so what happened was he emailed me, what's that called? Well, the forms with all the fake money, financial aid, like scholarship
fund stuff.
Yeah, like for scholarship funds, like this is we gonna give you. So he was like, we the cheapest HBCU. So first of all,
they call themselves an HBCU?
Yes, sir. Look, listen, this is how we gonna start. First of all, we cannot find them on Google. We can't find the name. The Lynchburg, we can't find no pictures on Google. We can't even Google them right now. There's no experience on campus, nothing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I seen the schedule. Only thing got my eyes was the talent. So I seen we play Southern, Delaware State, South Carolina State. Boom. I'm like, all right, cool. I need an opportunity. So opportunity presents itself, you take advantage of it. Because opportunity in lifetimes, is there. So bam, they was like, okay, we're gonna come for a ride. So boom, I get there. First of all, we had to pay a $300 camp fee. $300 camp fee. I went to Benedict College. We never paid no $300 camp fee. So therefore, I was already lost there. So boom, I get there. I'm asking like, why is I'm paying a fee? So I get there. First of all, my credits didn't transfer.
Ooh.
My credits didn't transfer. Remind you, I already did AA. I did my JUCO career. Boom. I get there. They try to make me a freshman again. I was like, sir, what's going on? He said, don't worry about it. Ooh. During the school year, we gonna fix it. So basically, he told me, don't worry about school. Let's worry about this football.
Yeah.
So first of all, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. During camp, I did not practice because me being me, I set out until they figure my paperwork out with my school. Because when you transfer, they do it's called like I forgot what it's called.
But to see if your credits transfer.
Yeah. So I was checking up on it. He kept pushing it off. He was pushing it off. So I was like, you know what? I can't play right now because I can't sit out. He was like, you need to do this. You paid your money. I said, sir, I appreciate it, but I'm a student before athlete. So if my grades didn't transfer, why is I'm here? You see what I'm saying? So first of all, we there in camp. We don't got no trainer. We gonna start that there. no trainer, no athletic director, like no locker room. First
Hold
of
on.
all.
Okay. So let's slow it down. Did you ever take a visit when you first got there?
No, sir. No
visit.
No
Okay.
visit because look, they didn't offer visits. They didn't let us visit. They said we couldn't visit the campus because of COVID situations. That was their exact words.
Okay. So when did you find out there's no trainer? When did you start seeing all these things transpire of no trainer, no this, no that?
First of all, I ain't even say this. First of all, when I got there, it was during before camp. You know how you sign in to register, all that, then camp the next week. So when I first got there, I came 2 days early before register day. So I came, first of all, they put me in a hotel. It was me and 2 other student players. We was in the hotel for 2 to 3 days. First of all, that was the most bad experience I ever had because for one, we was downtown, and for 2, they never called us, checked up on us. They ain't never see us. You good? You know how a coach would be like,
yeah,
you good?
Straight.
You good? Y'all need something to eat or whatever. To check up, to be cool. Nobody called us. We had to. Me being an older guy, I'm a transfer. I'm a junior. I'm a red shirt junior. I was like, you know what, bro? You got $10. I got $10. I've been through JUCO. So I'm like, we're going to get a piece of. We're going to all put money together.
Yeah.
So we was scraping up our own money together, eating food while they didn't call us or nothing. They was like, y'all ain't cleared the register, so you guys got to stay in the hotel. Good thing they did. They paid for the hotel. I would give them credits for that. I'll give them their kudo points for that. So they paid for the three. I guess they paid for it with our $300 camp fee, but it is what it is. I give them their credit. Boom. We stayed there for 2 or 3 days. Bam, I get there. They was like, sir, we don't got your transcripts. So I'm like, what's going on, sir? He was like, it's still processing. I'm like, bro, we have a month and the game is next week. How's I'm still eligible to play? I'm like, he like, Mr. Fleming, can you please like just don't worry about the school and just focus on schooling? I was like, no. So I set out for the first month. I ain't gonna lie. Till they called me back, was like, all right, this is that. You're gonna be a freshman again. You're gonna work on your AA degree. And I was like, you know what? It was too late. So I was like, you know what? They was like, you ain't gotta pay for it. So they gave me a scholarship that they promised. But the whole time it was academic because I got financial aid.
Yeah.
They promised me more than what I got. So I used my academic money. They didn't give me nothing. First of all, I had a balance of $7K. I was like, bro, what? So basically, they took my academic money and billed me. So I was so salty. So they cleared it. Boom. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just have my lawyer contact the school because I never been through this. And you know what? You know what they did? Newman called. Coach Newman, or whoever y'all want to say. Coach Newman called, Mr. Fleming, you know what? Don't worry about it, son. I'll take care of it. The next day, he cleared the bill.
Wow.
I'll say that. He cleared the bill. So that's why I even stayed that long. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like it's already too late. I ain't got nowhere else to go. And I'm here. So you know what? I was like, I love this challenge. I'm the oldest O lineman. I'm gonna be a captain. And I wanna challenge myself. So I was like, you know what? I did it. Boom. So I get there doing camp. I'm like, bro, where's our locker room? Bro, where's our field? First of all, we practice at the high school field. First of all, we ain't got no locker room. Second of all, we ain't got no strength and conditioning, like no nothing. So we at a building was connected to stores. So it's like, bro, what?
Like in a plaza,
A plaza, yes, sir, a plaza. And then first of all, we ain't got no ice baths. We had to buy our own ice. We ain't got nothing. You know how you get treatment? I went to Benedict.
Yeah.
I went to Benedict College. We get treatment, STEM, all that. We ain't had none of that. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know me. I went to get the massage gun. I did all that. Boom. Got all that. Boom. I tried to just see it through. I fought through it. Bam. So what was little was, the problem was they start charging us for like food. For example, if we have food in our dorms, they charge us like, okay, you didn't put it up. You know what? $25 charge. Every day, charge. If you got your clothes laying on your bed, charge. $25, $75. So I started getting it like, bro, this is a money game. They only want us here to charge us, to take our money. They just was housing was so terrible.
So let me ask you this: how did you guys keep a fully depth team to complete a season? Because I mean, for real, you Bama's are like the bionic men of the world, because you go through a whole season, you're playing up, going through a whole season. How are you guys filling a team?
Honestly, with me, we was all hurt. It was only 5 O linemen. It was me, and the rest was all freshmen. So what I was doing, I was pushing them, and what I did was we bought our own ice. We was taking the things on by ourselves. So me, I was an old head, so I was buying the ice for all the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Buying the treatment, doing all this, putting the water in there. Bam. So we was treating ourselves. The school didn't do nothing. They was like, "We gonna buy y'all ice." They never bought it. So you know what? I'm like, ice like $10, $15. You know what I'm saying? I spent it. Boom. We treatment. We healthy. We went to Walmart, get the little massage gun, went to Dick's, or, do whatever.
Yeah.
That's how we kept going. But the school never paid for nothing. So that's another thing. So we have no training.
So my question is this. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Where is Newman? Where are your assistant? Where are the coaches that are supposed to be around this, checking on y'all, making sure you're good and all this?
He was there.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was there.
And they didn't make, like, what I'm saying is that where like when you're leaving the football field, you're not getting any treatment or anything like that. Where are you guys laying your head at? You know what I'm saying? And what are the coaches doing in the meantime during the week? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you practicing? Yeah. Like, what's going on?
We practice. You talking about, do we practice? We'll practice during the week. We'll ask him, like, "Coach, we need ice. We need to get ice." He said, "All right, we got y'all Sunday." He'll tell us he got us Sunday. So, the young guys don't be caring. Me, I'm old, bro. I'm like, I need the ice. You know what I'm saying? I need the ice. I just played like 100, 230 snaps. And we not playing against sorry teams. We playing against Southern, playing against South Carolina State, playing against some good guys. And I'm like, we need ice. He kept lying to us, kept spinning us. You know what, guys? We got an NFL scout coming to the game. You guys got to play good. We got the Jets here. I played for the Jets, and we got a scout here. Play good. I got you guys. He was just spinning us. See, me, I already know when a guy telling me the truth or not. I'm like, bro, let's just go ahead and keep fighting for ourselves. We ain't no quitters. Let's play for ourselves. We not playing for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take advantage of our opportunity. Let's get this film. That was the mindset. Get this film and leave. I was telling the young guys, like, bro, they using us. Because it seemed like Newman didn't want to win. Because if we lose, they get the full money. If we beat them, they don't get all the money. And that's what he was telling us. He told us that. First of all, he told us that. He said, we just getting here to get the money. And then I'm everywhere, but this is another thing. When we go travel, we leave at 4 a.m. Boom. We don't eat until 2 p.m., sir.
So you're not doing an overnight stay. Are you doing a turn and burn? Like, do you play the game and get back on the bus and leave?
Okay. Only. First of all, when we go to, I ain't gonna lie, we do. It depends. Like when we went to Presbyterian.
Yeah.
We went to Presbyterian. We did a turnaround like there and back. The only one that we stayed in was Morgan State. And it wasn't Central. It was Morgan State, one Union. Union was too close. South Carolina, Savannah State. It was 3 games out of all them games. We went there. But when we went to Southern, it was right there, 15 hours straight. Right off the bus. Right
Woo!
There. Man, listen, I took like 4 melatonin's. I'm like, never again. But I can say one thing. He will feed us that Old Country buffet. He'll feed us Old Country buffet.
Like, yeah, it's cheap. I pay $30. You eat as much as you want.
Yeah, Old Country buffet that we would eat nothing else. How teams be Chick-fil-A or Popeyes. He feed us Old Country buffet, and that's it. We go right home.
let me ask you this: the actual school, the classes, what was that like for players?
Okay, let's talk about that. The classes. First of all, I'm gonna tell you this: the classes is like high school for one. Then the experience about it is, it's like a campus. It's like a circle. You know how a circle is one. It's like 3 teachers, professors. First of all, everybody got the same professors. Everybody got the same classes, and everyone got the. It's just like a high school, a small high school.
You
So
said
everybody got 3
everybody
classes.
got the same classes.
Yes,
Everybody's
sir.
got the same teachers.
They got the same teacher. So like, if I can do my test tonight, you can copy off my test tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Everything is the same. So it's like they just there for the money. That's everything. That's the gimmick, money. Then the food is terrible. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't ate food on that campus. I was always ordering food. The food don't be done, be half done, it be pink. And then they make us come in. We gotta say, it's some little corny stuff they make us say, we gotta always greet them saying a VUL thing. Boom. The food is nasty. Look at the food. Chicken always be pink.
That's ridiculous.
I don't eat. We got to go in there for the team meeting. I be in there looking like, bro, y'all nasty. But you know, everybody can't afford to buy their own food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So him being a coach, getting all our money, I think he made like 70,000 off all of us. Like 70,000. That was just my estimate. Just that whole summer.
That's not even including what he made off the football teams that he played. That paid y'all to come there and pretty much get beat down for a paycheck.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Cause like, I ain't gonna lie, we could have beat North Carolina. Some of them teams we could have beat, but Newman was saying like, if we would have beat them, we won't get full payment. You know, he the AD and he the coach, so he received the checks on their homecoming. So if we would have beat them, they won't got full payment. That's all he cared about.
My question is when this is the part for me.
Okay.
When the new kids are coming in, or when you see these recruits, how are you guys warning the next generation of VUL student athletes? Because to me, if it wasn't for the coach on Twitter, I really wouldn't have heard much about this. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, you know,
because like, I ain't gonna lie, I kept it in. I kept it in because, you know, me being a player and still active, you can't be like verbal disrespecting another, you know, like another institution. Other schools be like, all right, we don't like that here, you know? So I appreciate the platform, his platform and his word. So I feel like I try to be a leader for everyone else and be the voice. So what it was is I tell the kids straight up, like, I ain't gonna lie, if you got anywhere to go ahead and go there. But this was gonna be trials and tribulations. If you ain't mentally stable or mental tough, it ain't there for you. But if it's there, you like the challenges, go ahead and go there. I ain't gonna lie, this was gonna happen. You're gonna have to come out of money. Your body gonna hurt. He ain't gonna care. He gonna tell you to suck it up and man up. Simple. And they ain't got no school insurance.
They don't have no insurance.
No. They tell us we got insurance. You go to the doctor. I ain't gonna lie, I just paid a bill. I just paid the doctor a bill. The school don't got no school insurance. We ain't got no trainer. First of all, the trainer they had there, she was only there for 2 weeks. She was our age.
Wow.
She was a student trainer.
Wow.
From Liberty University. So man, listen. VUL, I tell people, if they don't offer no scholarships, they're a non-profit scamming school. Because they'll say they offer you money, you get there. The administrations like register office, financial aid, they'll tell you we don't offer no scholarship money. That is all loans. So you guys got tricked. Even the ladies, you can do an interview, have someone go on campus. The register office know. I worked in the register office. I work in financial aid. They know about it. We getting scammed. They was like, Mr. Fleming, why is you still here?
Yeah.
Why is you not gone? You was just at Benedict, a real HBCU. Why is you here? I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I took accountability with why I'm here. So I was like, listen, this is a learning experience and stepping stone. So I just gotta fight through it.
Let me ask you this. My last question before I let you go.
Okay.
If you could talk to the NCAA, right here, right now, if the NCAA is watching this, what would you tell the NCAA?
Can you re-ask the question?
I said, if you were talking to the NCAA right now, here, right now, what would you tell them about VUL?
I would, if I was talking to NCAA, I would tell them, please shut them down, because they is just not. It's just not like health. Like, it's not very professional wise. It's a scam, and it's not very protecting the kids. We supposed to always protect the kids. It's about the kids. They don't protect us. They don't even care about our academics. So you guys need to please shut them down. Honestly, everything needs to change. Not having trainers, that is a rule. You don't supposed to compete everything without a trainer. First of all, that's a no-go. That's a no-brainer. That's against the NCAA rule. 6. You can't do contact without anyone being there. So,
hey man, get your order your food, man. Enjoy your time, man. Big L, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it for having me, man.
All right, no problem. Hey, listen, that's Big L, former player. Gene Lynchburg, look like y'all get. Let me get a 6-piece McNugget. I said 6. Hey, listen, if you're just joining in, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about Virginia Union, your Virginia University of Lynchburg, something. Right? You've seen them on multiple HBCU games, right? You've seen them play multiple HBCUs. They played Southern. They played South Carolina State. They played Morgan. They played Delaware. They played NCCU. Fort Valley. You've seen this team play multiple HBCUs. Let me tell you this. If you're an HBCU and you put these Bamas on the schedule, you need to be held accountable, because you're paying for malfeasance. I'm not blaming HBCUs, and I don't want nobody to come in here and say, Scotty always got to turn the light on the camera. All I'm saying is there's a better way to spend your money than to put it into a program that is scamming kids and putting them in harm's way. Give it back to a normal D2, right? If you're a D1 program, there's no reason why you should be scheduling this school. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. There's no reason you should be scheduling this school from here on out. If they on your schedule, get them off. Get them off if they are on your schedule, right? Because at the end of the day, it does you no benefit to have these guys on your schedule, especially when you're supporting a situation like this. Now, I'm going to read you an article. I put the article in the description below, because what I want you guys to understand is this. The guy leading it is a scam artist, right? And I don't usually say that a lot about people. Like, I won't say, like, you know, I'm very harsh, right? But I don't call nobody a scam artist. This Bama is a scam artist, right? Straight up, no ifs and buts about it. And if you want to read the article, once again, it's in the description below. But I want to bring this up and I want to share this with you all, right? Let me see here. No, that's not good. I don't like the way that looks. Let me see this window. Yeah, a little better. All right, hopefully this worked out a little bit better. All right. So the article is called Selling a Second Chance, but What Kind? Right now, mind you, this was back in December 15th, 2011. Oh, this ain't allegedly. Oh, no, sir. Ain't no allegedly going on. This Bama's a scam artist, right? Straight scam artiste, right? This is talking about Tim Newman's time being the headmaster and football coach of NC Tech. And Once you get them white Bammers involved, it is what it is. But let me read you to some of this. It says, now this is, but an outside the lines, look, I'm telling you, man, look. But an outside the lines investigation this fall has found NC Tech program to be a unique arrangement of post-high school athletic scene and one playing by its own rules. Parents and players, former assistant says Newman routinely misrepresents facts in the running. Let me zoom this in a little bit more. Of the 6-year-old program of articulate pumping teenagers with hopes of Division I college scholarships, they say he offers unfulfilled promises to produce highlight video to be sent to colleges, vastly overstates the number of college players born of NC Tech. Former coaches say the program, which costs several $1,000s to attend, targets teenagers in dire straits, often from backgrounds naive to recruiting and eligibility guidelines, who either don't meet NCAA academic standards or fail to attract college. Now, this is him at NC Tech. No students attend class full-time at NC Tech campus. Listen, the same thing he's doing at VUL is literally the same product and producing at VUL. It's just on a bigger scale. But he's still scamming kids. He's still getting money from these kids. And then he schedules all these beatdown games to line his pockets in his program. And the money's not going back to the students. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But I'm going to just say this. I feel for the kids at VUL. Let me play you this video. This is another video that was on Twitter about kids at VUL.
Oh, hollow. That's why is it so hollow? That's crazy, bro. This is fucking that's VUL, bro. There's no way. There's no way this is that bad. We told these people about this too. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro.
Now, if you don't know what you're looking at, it's a picture before, and it's literally the kid. They're taking a picture of the kid. His leg is in the floor. He actually fell through the floor. If you go to the Twitter, I'm telling you, if you just hashtag VUL, you can see all this on Twitter. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But they took a picture of the kid. His leg, it literally goes all the way up to his hip, how deep he's in the hole. And then this video is him out of the hole, and then they're taking the video of the hole. But before they take the video, the Bama's in the hole. His leg is stuck in the damn hole. Like, he's like, hey, help me. Help me. You know what I'm saying? He falls through the floor. But this is the things that the kids are going through at VUL. On top of not having a trainer. On top of not having proper, I saw one kid from the program said he has to take his pads and his shoulder pads and his helmet back to his dorm room to clean it and wash it, right? But at the same time, and I'm going to be real with you, the players that are currently at Virginia University Lynchburg, I do not care what you think you're doing. You need to put that school on blast. Because you're not doing anybody a favor if you're not telling the story of what is going on at VUL. I know you're worried about, oh, can I go to another? There's going to be a school that takes you. Okay, it might not be the school you want. I know all you Bama's want to play D1. It might not be the school that you want. But at some point in time, listen, you know what? I'm going to do something I don't usually do. Let me say this. If you're a student at VUL, right, you can click on that link that I just put in the chat and I'll let you up and you can tell your story. All right. If you're a current student at VUL, you can click on the link that I just dropped in the chat and you can come up and tell your story if you want to tell it. Right. I don't usually do that. I usually make people call in, but I want to hear you guys' story. right? But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you got to tell the story to prevent, like, in this day and age, it's always like, for me. I'm protecting me. I got to do this for me, and I got to. No, you've made the decision. You stepped into that. Why would you allow somebody to follow your footsteps, knowing what you went through at VUL? So the whole premise is you should be turning back and telling people, "Hey, man, do not come here. Do not come here. It is not worth it. It's not worth your eligibility. It's not worth your time. It damn sure ain't worth your money, right? So don't come up. Hey, man, you live. What's going on?
Yo, what's going on with you, boss?
Talk to me.
Hey, man, I've been going to VUL. This is my first year here.
Hey, you're breaking up.
This shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I've been here for a few months, and like I seen this article a few months ago on ESPN about this dude named Newman. He's the head coach of the school, and it basically telling me the whole article is basically telling me that Newman's a fucking fraud, and he's the head coach of the school, and he's been fucking like scamming people like his whole career. Like he's been working at this other school, and he's like been scamming people over there too. So like I'm like, damn, what the hell? And he's like coming over here, and I'm reading the article, and he's doing the exact same thing that he's doing at the other school. Like he's talking about like, you know, like talking about church and shit, and like he's giving kids offers and shit. But like, you know, he's really just trying to take our money. It's like really not shit for real. And then when we come over here, it's like, hold on. Here, let me stop cussing. But like when we come over here, like when I came over to VUL, it's like, bro, the experience here is terrible. The food is garbage. We have to get to practice. Like there's no field. Like we don't have no field. There's no real campus. Like the field is like 15 minutes away from the actual campus. And then the field is 15 minutes away from the actual campus. And then there's no bus for us to like get to there's no bus for us to get to the actual field. Like
so how do you get to the field?
Bro, sometimes you gotta ask like players. Like me personally, I don't got no car, right? So like I gotta ask my fellow players if they could give me a ride. But like, you know, there's other people that don't have cars, so they're asking everybody to get a ride. So like all the cars be full. So like if you don't ask for a ride early, then you're really not gonna have no ride to practice. You can hope if the bus gonna be there, but like if there's no bus, then shit, you kind of great. You don't got no ride to practice. You feel me? You feel me? I have a friend of mine. He's a player that was here. There was one time he walked to practice, right? And I guess apparently there was coaches that were like laughing at him because he walked to practice or something. And I was like, I don't know if it's true, but like I heard about it, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Because he walked to practice, he was getting laughed at.
Are you still at VUL?
Yeah, I'm at VUL as we speak.
Why? Why are you still there?
My ride's not here yet.
No, I'm just saying, like, why do you still go to the school?
I mean, I don't still go here. My ride's not here. And I don't got nowhere else to go. Even if I were to leave, I don't got no other school to go to.
How much have you paid to go to VUL?
That's like all in the financial stuff with like FAFSA and stuff. I would have to like pull all that up with paperwork and shit.
How did you hear about VUL?
I got offered. They gave me an offer.
Out of high school?
Yeah, out of high school.
What's your measurables? You don't gotta give me your name. What's your measurables?
I'm about 6'2", 320.
Woo! You play center or D tackle?
I play guard.
Play guard?
Offensive line, yeah. I used to play D-line, but I'm offensive line.
Bro, you can leave and you can walk on at a D2.
Walk on, that's the thing. I'm not trying to walk on. Paying full price for college is like the goal. The whole point of playing football was to get to college without paying full price. And then I thought VUL was gonna be that, but shit, VUL was something completely different.
Man, I feel for you, my boy. But I listen. I tell kids all the time, when you make adult decisions, you got to deal with adult consequences. I'm not saying you didn't get scammed, you did. But if you really want to play, if football is your goal in mind and you feel you're that good, I mean, there's NFL players that walked on. J.J. Watt walked on at Wisconsin. You know, Baker Mayfield walked on at Oklahoma.
I feel you, but like,
at Texas Tech.
It's the money situation.
Okay, what's your GPA?
My current GPA is a 3.0.
So you could probably get an academic. Your credits probably won't transfer.
Yeah, my credits won't transfer.
That's tough, man. That's tough, man. Hey, man, but I appreciate you calling in, though. I see a Mir, M-I-R. Are you still there? M-I-R. Mir. Oh, not there? Okay. Oh, here you go.
Yo.
Hey, turn your background down for me. Hey, so talk to me. How did you get to VUL?
Yo, I can't hear you. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I listen, bro. I'm talking to you through the phone. Don't look at this. Don't worry about the turn your TV down. Yeah, I can hear you. Turn the TV down.
I can't hear him.
All right, you can't hear me. I'm talking to you right now. Can you hear me now? Boy. Y'all too young to be having technical issues. Now, I understand if you was 50-something. I understand if you was 40-something. Y'all Bama's like 20. Lord have mercy. If you are a student or a current player at VUL and you're watching this right now, I just dropped the link in the chat. Click on the link. You don't have to show your face, right? You don't have to turn your video on. And you can come up and tell us about your experience at VUL. I think for me, the disheartening part to me, right? The disheartening part to me is...
Now I can hear the...
you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, talk to me. Hey, I appreciate you for tuning in. You don't gotta give me your name. How did you get to VUL?
Really, I came to VUL like I was committed to fam like for the whole 2020. I swear to God, I was committed to fam the whole 2022-2023 season. I wasn't able to get into the school because my grades and stuff they wasn't high. They wanted my shit to be high. So I ended up coming here with my cousin type shit. So I found out about the school like 2 weeks before we had to even move up here.
Wow.
So I didn't know about Coach Newman. No, I didn't meet Coach Newman until literally the first day we moved in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were committed to fam. You couldn't get it because of your grades, and then VUL comes up. So tell me about your experience at VUL. So I know you can play. So if fam you offered you, I know you can play.
Come on now. It's a couple niggas like me. Like it all started during training camp. I kept getting hurt, and it was like he felt like I was bullshitting and all, but he don't know how to talk for it. Like he talked like he just a big bad wolf. Like a nigga can't say nothing to him type of deal. So he already lost points for that. Then like we done been through so much as a whole. Like the food situation is terrible. They out here feeding us raw chicken. Like, bro, we had chicken wings one time and the mess looked like nuggets for real with the bone in. Like,
wow.
Then you ever had to pay a camp fee for college?
A what fee?
A camp fee, $500 camp fee.
A fight. The guy before you said it was a $300 camp fee.
I got the paperwork, $500. I got the paperwork, $500. Then $250 for housing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you play this year?
I played this year. I had nine catches, 150 yards, and 1 touch.
Okay. Well, how did the season go? Like, practicing the games.
I ain't gonna lie. We ain't had no practice schedule. Listen, whenever he shoot out of time for us to practice, it's either 3:30 or 7 o'clock. It wasn't, you feel me? They did shit prior of like we ain't got no trainers. Nigga out there trying to survive on the field, tearing ACLs, breaking ankles, all that. Like,
wow.
I swear to God.
Why? So why are you still? It's the same question. Why are you guys still at VUL?
See, I got a couple schools I can go to. I'm just finna finish my freshman year here, get my freshman year of college out the way. Then I'm gone.
Are your credits going to transfer?
Shit, I hope so.
I mean, it's no way you can just see. The thing about it is, if you just say you're going to go, and I know we're kind of going off topic, but if you're just going to say you're going to go, and you don't know if your transfers are going to transfer, you might as well just leave now, because it really doesn't do you no benefit if your credits ain't going to transfer.
True, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this.
What's up?
What was the worst experience at VUL? What was
so I'm gonna tell you. The button. We had a game, and where we had a game at? Georgia. We had a game. We played Fort Valley State in Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be like an 8-hour drive or whatever. So the bus broke down 3 times on the way there. The charter bus at that. So we had to wait. We had to wait 4 hours originally for another bus to come. Why we had to wait at least 8 to 9 hours for the next bus to come? Mind you, a whole flight.
8 to 9 hours.
I'm telling you, we didn't get to Atlanta till like 12 o'clock that morning. Then they had to get up at like 6:37 just to eat breakfast. Then get back on the field. Like then he wouldn't even let us go in the store just to get food. Like if we went to go get food, we couldn't eat when we got to our destination. Like he used to pull shit like that. Like,
yo, yo, listen, man.
I got a couple of other players in here with me that want to speak.
Go ahead. Hey, they are more than welcome to come up.
Man, how you feeling? What's up, dog?
What's up, man? Talk to me. You don't gotta give me your name.
Tight.
How was your experience at VUL? Tell me some of your experiences at VUL.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. Yo, son, he be bugging, bro. Like I'm not even finna sugarcoat it for real. Like he don't really know how to talk to people. You feel me? His best thing is like say to everybody, "Oh, you scared? You don't want to play." You feel me? In any type of situation, this nigga people skills is all fucked up. Like it's been multiple times at practices. People will ask him a question about a play. He'll be like, "Bitch, shut up! I'm doing this, yada yada. This is my shit. I run this shit." You feel me? Like literally, and it was actually one of my good friends. Like he ended up getting suspended for a couple games at the beginning of the season because he took a picture with a car, and he was like, "Oh, don't nobody in D1 take pictures with no cars on the field, yada yada yada." And then when the individual said, "I have proof and pictures that Dion does it, everybody does it," he was like, "Nah, no the fuck they don't, yada yada yada." But you feel me? Everybody knows like media day, like that's just how it goes. Then on top of that, name one institution from D1, D2, D3, NAIA, JUCO, all that. Name one institution that you have to pay for your pictures for media day.
Oh, you had to pay for your pictures?
Oh yeah, if you ain't pay for your pictures, nigga, you're not getting none. See, what me and my niggas did, we just took pictures on our phones or whatever, and you feel me? That's how we did it. But I'm not finna pay no like 100, 150 for no disrespect, some cheap ass pictures. Like the green screen was ass. You feel me? And then on top of that, half the niggas that paid didn't even get their pictures.
I didn't even get my pictures.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, and what coach goes and like have the halftime speech is, "Oh, play for film, guys. Y'all got it." Or in the middle of a game, we down probably like 10, 15 points, if that.
Y'all find a way to lose.
Y'all always find a way to lose. Fuck this shit. I'm done.
Tell me. I know you didn't just say always find a way to lose.
Literally.
He said you always find a way to lose. And quote unquote, he literally said you always find a way to lose. And then he was like, "You know what? Fuck this shit. I'm done with this." Kicked the player on his way out and walked out.
And what game was this?
Fort Valley State.
Wow.
Mind you, he kicked off a quarterback because it was 2 minutes left, 4th and goal. One of the quarterbacks said, "Coach, we don't have any timeouts. Let's go for it." He looked at him and said, "Oh, word. Fuck it. Kick it anyways." And then later on that day, he said, "Yeah, I need you to see me in my office." End up kicking him off the team because he said he challenged his authority in front of everybody. But last time I checked, I could have sworn the quarterback was a coach on the field, correct?
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
So I feel like if you're the quarterback, you should be able to, you feel me, speak how you want to an extent, respectfully, and you feel me, y'all should be able to, you feel me?
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't going like that. Like you said, it's a dictatorship. He run this shit. It's the Newman way or no way.
Newman way or the highway. Word for word. That's what he said.
Wow. I'm gonna ask you the same question before I let y'all go, and either one of y'all can answer. If you had a chance to talk to the NCAA right now, if the NCAA is listening to you right now, what would you tell them?
I'm snitching.
Chill. Nah. If I'm being real, I mean, look, it's pros and cons with this, but at the same time, like,
oh, you gotta give me some pros. Oh, please give me some pros because I'm not hearing them.
I mean, if you want to be real, the pros is really meeting the people I met.
Okay,
the brotherhood. That's it. Because everybody going through the same shit. When it comes to mentally, heavy on that. Like physical, yeah, that's hard. But the mental shit, like it was multiple. Like I'm not gonna give no names, but it's multiple guys on this team that was literally feel like offing themselves. Like, wow. It was like, bro, I can't do it no more, bro. Like I don't want to go home. I can't go home. I don't have nowhere to go. I can't do this. And we've literally had to sit down and talk to these individuals. Like, yo, nah, like it's bigger than this. Get your film and get out. But one thing, his favorite thing to always say is, "You fuck me, I'ma fuck you."
No, literally.
Like he said, if you don't do what he's supposed to do, like what he says.
Tell him about that tracer.
Yeah, he said you don't do what he says do. Oh yeah, he said I gotta sign your tracer. You think they're gonna take you if I tell them, oh, you be smoking weed? You think they're gonna take you if I say, oh, you challenge my authority? Literally, he threatens people with the tracer. He be like, motherfucker, you don't do this, now I got something for you. Like he really tries to blackball players. Big L was just on here.
Yeah,
LeVar's, he's a perfect example. He's an NFL prospect. He got offers from Georgia Tech all over. He couldn't even play this year. Why? Because VUL. I have a homeboy that's at St. Andrews right now, a QB, like 6'5", 6'6", 240, running a 4.5. He couldn't play this year because VUL. Like guys have other places to go. It's just the schedule. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga know how to sweet talk. Like he good at that, but you feel me? And on top of that, I ain't gonna do too much. But if you look up the list, he is some NLs playing, bro. I ain't gonna. You feel me?
Yeah, I know you ain't going. Yeah, I ain't going. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but like just do your research, do your homework, and just don't let that nigga sweet talk you. I'm telling you. He good at it, but nah, it's not even gonna work. We got too many parents involved in all that shit now. Nah. And on top of that, a lot of kids don't even know because a lot of people left. It was what's it called? A carbon monoxide leak in the calf.
Carbon monoxide?
Huh? Yes.
And they did not call no fire department, no nothing. They was like, oh yeah, we fixed it. You didn't hear from me.
Oh my God. Hey man, listen, I appreciate you guys, bro, telling your truth. I hope, listen, man, if you guys got the juice, man, just trust what God is giving you. Go to JUCO, walk on somewhere, but man, because at the end of the day, it's about getting your education. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it. But if you want to go about education, we taking high school classes, my brother. Jesus Christ. I'm talking about my first day here. I go in the math class. I'm like, I could have sworn I seen this like my junior year in high school. Like you got people that's gonna get their AA. You got grad transfers taking classes with freshmen. Do the math, bro. It's not mathing.
It's not mathing.
You feel me? Like, come on, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all boys be easy. Hey, if y'all ever need something, just hit me up on Twitter. I got y'all.
Copy. I appreciate that, my brother.
I mean, I appreciate y'all. That's wild. I'm not gonna say your name because I know what it is, but you're up. It's on you. You gotta unmute yourself.
All right, man. So I'm gonna come in here and kind of clear everything up. Like I said, me personally, I mean, I don't really gotta cover my name up. Everybody know who I am. Like I said, I'm Coach Doe. I actually was one of the coaches that was on the roster at VUL. Like I said, my time there, was pretty much hell, just like any player. When you come in as a coach, a lot of players look at you and think that just because you're a coach, you making thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, but that's not the case of every situation. Like I said, with my situation, I came in as a young go-getter, you know what I'm saying? I was a coach that was pretty much had his own recruiting platform. I started it, like I said, I was talking to Greensboro College. I was talking to Diego Ryland from Virginia Union. I was just talking to multiple colleges, kind of like when you're a recruiter, sometimes you'll connect with other coaches when you know how to recruit because other coaches will reach out to you, type stuff like that. So, I came past a guy named Coach Bonds. So Coach Bonds is the recruiting coordinator. So Coach Bonds knew I had potential. He knew I had potential to be very good at my job. So like when I'm about to tell you, when you come into VUL, player or coach, you're blinded by the schedule. The schedule was gets you because you're looking at the opportunity. All right, I'm a coach. I get a chance to play. I get a chance to coach against Division I caliber teams. This might be an opportunity for me to, get better, jobs or whatever the case may be, depending on how the season go. Once he hired me, I knew that was the best thing for the program because everywhere that I went, I knew how to build a program. So when I first came in, like I said, I started on Twitter probably had about 2,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? That, as you can see, I boosted my followers up to about 19,000. That just show you that, I'm pretty active. I'm pretty active and I know, kind of how to do my job or whatever the case may be. So, we get into the first meeting, I get there and, it's about a couple coaches, about 5 or 6 of us. So every about Monday, I think it was Tuesday and Thursday, we had meetings. So he used to always promise the coaches like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all a recruiting bonus. Remind you, with me being dumb, you know what I'm saying? At the time, like I said, I'm a young coach. So at the time, I never signed a contract. So it was everything like verbal. Everything was verbal. Hey, Coach Doe, I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm a guy, like I said, back at home, I got everything established. I got a car, I got a girl, I got a daughter, whatever the case may be. So, being a young coach, I'm like, this is an opportunity for me, you know what I'm saying, to coach at the highest level. So, he brainwashed me into the program, whatever the case may be. Coach, I'm gonna take care of you. Coach, when you get down here, I'm gonna make sure you're good. I'm gonna pay you really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna give you a recruiting bonus. You know what I'm saying? So every week we would come on, he would promise us with this recruiting bonus. So in my mind, I'm like going hard. You know what I'm saying? What coach don't want to get paid?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going hard, you know what I'm saying? Grabbing kids, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about me is, like I said, when you a good recruiter, you can sell anything. It's like selling a car. So I took off like a rocket and started signing players. Remind you, I signed about 35 something players. So I signed 35 players by myself. So when I came in, I'm originally thinking like, damn, where the rest of the team at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In my mind, I'm thinking, damn, where the rest of the team at? So it's about maybe 7 returners. So think about it. A college football team with 7 returners. You know what I'm saying? That raised my eyebrow at a point. I'm like, come on, that shit don't kind of sound right. 7 players returning on the college football team. So, I don't pay no mind to it. I just start recruiting players. I grab a couple Division I players, like you said, running backs. Like I grabbed Jacob Walker. I grabbed a cornerback from Mississippi Valley State. They not used to these caliber players. Yeah, I'm grabbing. So he keep promising me more stuff. Stuff that I won't get into. That he promised me. He's promising me more stuff. So I'm stepping my recruiting up because, like, in my mindset, I'm like, oh, this shit going put me in a better place. It's going, put me in a position to take care of my child. Remind you, I'm from Maryland.
Shout out. EMV, you're good with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So so every day I tell the players, players that are really close to me, I tell them about the sacrifices that I made to come down there. A lot of people don't even know that I moved down there with nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just packed up and moved down there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players don't know that I pretty much came back home homeless. You feel me? From this experience. So this is something I'm just telling players now because I know a lot of players are actually on here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players don't know that I went months without having a car because I'm not getting paid what I was supposed to be getting paid, Yeah. And then when I go ask him to help me pay for my car, he say, oh, we going to see about it. You know what I'm saying? That stuff like that didn't really sit right with me after everything got done from him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to get into more of the football side of it, whatever the case may be. So he told me to recruit these players. We get about 100 and something players. So me and the coach, so we had about 105 players. And coach used to always get mad, cuss us out about that it's not enough players. You know what I'm saying? So we like, damn, coach, we had 110. Remind you, we had 8 players. We recruited almost 95, maybe 100 players. to this team, and it still wasn't good enough.
Wow.
Remind you, we started in March of last year. Nobody's getting paid. Remind you, nobody's getting paid. So, like I said, that's why I go by when I talk about like everybody mentally messed up in the head. Is because it's true. Everybody's mentally messed up because, like I said, I had personal stuff that I was dealing with, with my girlfriend and my family over this type of stuff, because everybody knows when you're a recruiter, especially a recruiter at VUL, it's not the easiest place to recruit to. I mean, if you don't know, take a ride down to Lynchburg, Virginia and see the school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you'll understand. See, a lot of people never been there before to understand everything that's going on. Just go take a look at the school and look at everything that we're working with, and to see that the school, the cafeteria is at the bottom of a school. It's like a dungeon. You know what I'm saying? The bottom of the school is like a dungeon. You feel me? So remind you, I'm gonna tell you right now, we got there for some visits in probably like, I think maybe like April, something like that, right? All the coaches came in. The cafeteria right now is undone. So the cafeteria has stuff everywhere, like they building stuff in there. Remind you, this is like a small room. It's not like big. So they like building a bathroom and all types of stuff in the cafeteria. Paint chips everywhere, chairs, all types of stuff. I think I posted a picture. As you can see, the pictures in the back of like a food place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. So they telling us, the cafeteria gonna be done. The cafeteria gonna be done. But I tell people, this is what I tell people is, right? Tim Newman been there for about 3 years, right? So think about it. He's the athletic director and he's the head coach. So he's not only getting football checks, he getting volleyball checks and he getting basketball checks. So if you telling me if you running this program, right, and you want it to lift off the ground, you can't tell me that you didn't make enough money to take care of your athletics.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you come to VUL, if you've been there 3 years, we should be walking in there and have everything that we need to be successful. All that money that you making off these athletic programs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not. So this is what we do. We walked in. Remember, I'm the recruiter. So I feel so bad for some of the players and parents because I'm the one that's doing it. I'm feeling like a henchman, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me, young, dumb, you know what I'm saying? Opportunity. Like I said, I told every player, whatever the case may be, I'm not afraid to speak up, on the situation. That's why I'm coming out with it now. So we get the recruiting. He said, hey, it's a $300 cat fee. Remind you, I have never heard of a cat fee before. So 2 weeks later, he come out and says it's a $500 cat fee. So remind you, in a week span of 2 weeks, he goes from 300 to 500. Remind you, one of my closest friends is a recruiting coordinator for Penn State. I calls him up. Hey, bro, have you ever heard of a cat fee? Nah, I never heard of it before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like,
now, let me ask you this: how many players do you think paid this camp fee?
So you want me to be really honest with you? So
yeah.
I don't know if you peeped the other page, but I've been doing. I did a little math on my page. So think about it, right? Just me alone, I recruited about 30 plus players, right?
Okay.
So that's about 30 plus players times 500. What's that? What you got?
Let me see. 30 times 500, 15,000.
15,000, right?
Yep.
So how many players did I tell you that was coming to camp? So normally the average player that come to camp is around 130 players. So do that math for me.
Times 500, 65,000.
65,000. So $65,000 he made before a kid even stepped foot on campus.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then from a source, I'm not gonna get into no source, but from a source, I heard there's no such thing as camp fee. The camp fee didn't even go towards the football team or none of that. So guess where the money going? Into pockets. And you want to know where it starts at? It starts at the top with the president of the school. Because guess what? she need to be held accountable because
Absolutely.
guess what? She the one that hired the scammer.
Absolutely, you need to be held accountable and know where this money going. Before I let you go, Coach. When did the light bulb click for you? When did you was like, yo, I gotta get out. I can't do this anymore.
So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The light bulb clicked with me during the middle of the season, but it's hard. It was hard for me to leave because of the players I recruited there. In my mind, I'm like, damn, I recruited these kids here. I can't just leave them here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because these kids will call me and they will express everything to me. So for me to leave, that will be some sucker stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I stuck with it through them. Like the same stuff they was going through, Coach Doe was going through. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I came back home homeless.
Yeah.
I'm in debt, getting myself out of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So trust me, if I gotta come out and speak on this stuff, I'm gonna do it. Like I said, it's so much stuff that I could tell you that you wouldn't even believe. You know what I'm saying? Going into it's just so much stuff that I could tell you, man, that it's just crazy, man. Like this school need to be shut down. I don't think no players, I'm not gonna say the school needs to be shut down. The school just need to be shut down. I'm gonna say it need to be shut down for a couple years until they get the right people in there to do something about it, or get new management, or get new professors, whatever they got to do to turn this place around. Because I will say this, the school has gave players opportunity to, play, because every player not gonna get a chance to play college football.
Facts.
So some players have got the opportunity to come here and play, but a lot of kids are getting scammed and robbed, and it's like crazy that you say. Like, I don't know if anybody told you, but being here, so we went to a church. So this is how he grabs you in. He grabs you in on like a fake religious type of thing. So I've been in the office where he didn't bring players in, and he did fake prayed and all this stuff. He took the team to like a building in the summertime. It was kind of like church, right?
Yeah.
So he would tell the players that y'all need to come here. Remind you, the church only had 2 members outside the football team. So if the football team wasn't at the church, I'm telling you the truth. If the football team wasn't at the church, it wasn't packed. It was nobody in there. And the real kicker that you're gonna get, right? When we was at church, right? They used to have the kids pay money at the church.
Like not outside of tithing, just tithing, but it was like, what are we doing?
Look, they'll bring the kids in the church, right? And then have how you do a church offering?
Yeah.
They would ask the kids to come up there and give them money. And guess who was holding the offering plate?
Tim Newman.
Tim Newman.
Lord.
He holding the offering plate. And then the crazy thing about it is, right, when they asking the kids about, remind you, these are broke college kids, right?
Yeah.
They already got about $500 from them, for the cat fee. So most of these kids don't got money. Some of these kids only had a one-way ticket here. You know what I'm saying? So these kids don't got money. And they in church asking these kids for money. Remind you, it's no other church members. It's just kids and coaches. That's it. It's kids and coaches. And then they say, hey, if you don't got no money, then you can cash app us. Bruh, I'm telling you, everybody, look, people don't want to listen to this story, but that's why I came out to spread awareness to stop it from the next 150. If people think I'm bullshitting, they can go on my page and look at how many players entered the portal. The whole damn team. What program you think a whole team gonna leave? Come on now. The dude is evil and he's bad news. Don't let them D1 games blind you. Do not do it. Don't let them games blind you. Like I said, I don't get how D1 schools keep scheduling this man. They know what type of man he is. So,
Coach Doe, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate your candidness, man. I appreciate your willingness to speak on this and using your platform that you've built to do well, man. I hope HBCU gives you an opportunity to become a big time recruiter, because you seem like you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, but
yeah, man. Like the thing about it is, I appreciate you letting me on. Like I said, I know people are listening, but the thing about it is, this not even half. I haven't even told you half. Like if I told you half, we'll be sitting on this phone for like 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? We'll be sitting on this phone for 12 hours because that's how much stuff I haven't even told you. That's just the beginning. That's the beginning of the story. That's nothing to what I told you. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely appreciate you, man. I appreciate you starting it off and you believing in us because guess what? Nobody else believed that this stuff is real. Like if you believe in Bishop-Sycamore, you can believe in surviving VUL because everything is real. If you don't believe it's real, go to Lynchburg, Virginia, and take a trip to the campus. Go to the cafeteria. Go look in the dorms. If you don't believe it's real, go for yourself. Go for yourself. That's all I gotta say. But man, I appreciate you. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you, Coach. Though, yo, this is wild. This is wild. If you don't think I'm playing, I'm texting Roland Martin right now. This is crazy. Yo, he definitely got to do a story about this. All right, let me see what I got here. I got another coach on here. Coach, you live.
Coach, how's it going? How's it going, Scotty?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, sir?
Man, I'm doing okay, man. I had to call in, bro, because I feel real bad right now. I'm a scout and I'm a recruiter. I deal with a lot of HBCUs and a lot of HBCU coaches dealing with kids out of high school, dealing with kids out of the transfer portal, just getting schools kids. I'm from Alabama. I sent a kid to VUL last year, and the reason being, and the Coach Doe is not lying, they played my parent, they played my kid on a religious basis. They called and recruited my kid, prayed with my kid parents on the phone. Coach talked about God and Jesus and a lot of stuff, man, that influenced his parents and influenced him to come to VUL. And for me to get a call that the kid wanted to transfer, his first semester in college was an absolute disaster. I kind of felt bad because I'm the one that put him in that situation by getting him an offer to VUL because it's so hard for high school kids dealing with the transfer portal and NIL now for them to even get a chance and an opportunity to even have their college education paid for. They lied to him straight up about the money they was going to give him, about the facilities, about everything. Once he got up there, they played him to the left. Everything was not like what it was, what they said it was going to be, Scotty. And I think that's bad, man. I wanted to just call you and just let you know because I am a recruiter that sent a kid there who's now coming back to Alabama and he's now about to roll at Miles. I got him an offer at Miles, so he's about to go with Coach Shade. But that's just one kid out of all of those kids that were able to just rebound off a bad situation. I want to tell those kids it is recruiters and coaches out here that can help you. They can help you if you have your game film, if you have your transcripts and everything in order. There are several recruiters and scouts out here that can help you get to another school. I can't apologize for, the rest of the kids that got there, but I just wanted to apologize to the kid that I sent there because I feel real bad just listening to these stories. And as a recruiter and a scout, that you actually depend and trust on these coaches. Once you connect these parents and kids with these coaches, you depend on them to be very honest and trustworthy and depend on them to take care of the kids that they have in their care while they're away from their parents. And this hasn't happened in this situation to several kids. And it makes the recruiters and the coaches and the scouts who help these institutions to get these kids, it makes us feel real bad at the end of the day when you have a kid and you send a great kid up there and they come back and they're distraught. Their motivation is down. This kid parent just literally told me his first semester in college, Scotty, was an absolute disaster. And it makes kids not want to attend HBCUs anymore. It puts a bad stain on HBCU's name and other programs. And it's just it's not good, man. What I've heard tonight about kids contemplating suicide and all of that just to play football and get a college education, it's a little bit deeper, and that saddens and hurts people who are in our arena that is able to do for kids. So I just wanted to call in just to say that everything that Coach Doe said about the religious aspect of it, how they're really using that schedule and using a religious platform to try to influence parents and kids, that's true. They did that. They played my kid to the left. His mom is a minister. Once they found out his mom was a minister, they was praying with my kid on the phone every night. She was, Coach, I'm telling you the God honest truth. I wouldn't lie about this, man. And the kid, I asked the kid to call in. The kid doesn't want to call in. I can't make him call in to tell his kind of story, but this is the absolute truth, man. Once they found out, they played her to the left. Once they found out her religious background, they were calling my kid, and he's a great kid. They were calling my kid, praying with my kid every night. And even the parent was like, they're so religious, and I want him to have a Christian background, and I want him to do this. And the coaches are so religious, and they're going to keep my son. And that's not what played out at all, Scotty. It was things that came out that I've heard, that domestic violence against his wife. It was things coming out on the team that he was beating his wife. I'm telling you what was told to me as a recruiter and a scout. This is just allegedly, but allegedly it was things coming out about his background as far as him and domestic violence towards his wife. The kids were finding out about that. The food situation, the training situation. They even had kids out there that were /playing/coaching. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids that was helping coaching /playing. It's a lot of alleged stuff that's really that has came out since this. But I wanted to tell the kids again, there's people out here who can help you. I've even dropped my number in the chat box. I'm affiliated with a lot of HBCUs. A lot of coaches are looking, and I know it's hard out here for kids right now, but what's meant for you, I want to tell them, is meant for you. No one can stop that. This was a great experience. Even the bad part, you have to look at the bad part, and now you know what to look for and do your homework. And it also taught, like Coach Doe and myself, it taught me to do a little bit more homework. Just on different institutions and coaches before sending kids and parents just off to the wolves, because I didn't have a clue that Coach Neal was doing this at VUL. I didn't have a clue, because I would have never sent any of my kids from Alabama to that institution at all. But now that I know, it allows me to go back now and do a little bit more homework on the institutions that we are about to send kids to. So I thank you for the opportunity to just let me on. But yes, Coach Doe wasn't lying. They played some kids here from Alabama the same way that went up there. But luckily, they're back at home. They have withdrawn from the school. They're back at home now, and they're getting ready to go to other institutions that I have called, that I know these coaching staffs would take good care of their kids.
Hey, Coach, if you could continue to drop your number, and let these kids, because the despair, what hurts me is the despair that they sound, because they're like, I gotta be here, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta stick it out. And I'm like, no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you're here and there's other people that in the network that can get these, because listen, I don't give a damn if it's an HBCU or PWI, just get out. You know what I'm saying? Go to Ryan, just go anywhere, so you can you can play, you can get your education, and you can go about your business. So, Coach, again, I appreciate you. Please drop your number, or any way they can contact you. If it's Twitter, if it's Instagram, whatever you need, please drop them in there, because I don't want these kids feeling like they don't have a way out when there's a lot of people that can help them out.
I got you, Scotty. One more thing I wanted to say to those kids also, when you get on a platform, and I know they're listening, when you have an opportunity like Scotty has given you guys to get on his platform, you have to watch your language. You have to know how to conduct yourselves in an interview. I listened to a lot of those kids, and the language that they were using on your platform, I want them to get better in that, and understand that it could be coaches that's listening to this show. It could be recruiters and scouts that are listening to this show, and your character speaks a lot about you. So the next time that they're on, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of TV shows once this gets out, that's going to want to talk to football players from VUL. But the next time that you're on one of these shows, make sure that you conduct yourself as student athletes, that you speak as a student athlete, because you never know who has the next opportunity for you.
I love that, Coach, man. Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your time.
No doubt, brother. Have a great one.
All right. Man, listen, I didn't know it was going to be like this, but listen, I'm telling y'all right now, there's a lot of people underneath this thing. So listen, everybody who is underneath here in my backstage, bear with me. I will get to every one of you. I don't give a damn if I got to go 4 hours. You're going to be able to tell your side of the story. I'm going to go to guest. I'm coming to guest. You're up. What's going on, man? Talk to me. Guest, you live. Unmute yourself. Okay. No guest. All righty. You live. If you want to show, I was say, if you want to show your face, it's on you. But
everybody knows who I am now. I was a coach on staff here this last year, and Coach Doe speaks the truth. But please don't misinterpret the entire coaching staff for what Coach Newman is. Like, the assistant coaches there, a lot of us cared about them kids and tried to do what was right for them and by them. My position group will tell you I took my kids to the doctors, took them to get MRIs, took them to get food, would pick them up so they could go get lifts in, get film sessions in. Like, there are things that happen that they don't even talk about. We were in a pregame speech before homecoming, and the offensive and defensive line coach both had their job put on the line in front of the entire team because the groups, quote unquote, weren't producing.
Wow.
We started an all freshman offensive line and an all freshman defensive line.
Coach, let me ask you this. How did you
I ain't never seen that before in my life.
How did you get to VUL? Tell me that. How did VUL get you there?
Well, clearly I don't fit the standard coach for an HBCU. I'll just say I'm Coach Morris. I was the defensive line coach this year. Buddy of mine I worked with previously at a D3 school in Massachusetts called me in the end of March, beginning of April, and said, I got an opportunity if you want to be able to coach against some D1s and get yourself like there and to that platform and get yourself out of the situation you're in currently. So I called, interviewed, got offered the position, went in originally as the offensive line coach. 2 days before camp, I got switched to the defensive line coach because they refused to hire a defensive line coach. That happened.
Did you get paid to be two coaches? Did you get
no?
Did you ever get paid?
My salary didn't change. I got paid, but I just got paid to be the one.
Okay.
And what most people make in 1 week, we made in a month.
Let me ask you this, Coach. When did things start in your spirit, in your conscience? He's like, this ain't right. Like, when did things start going awry for you, just like conscious wise?
Second week of camp, we had a Sunday staff meeting. I go to church every Sunday. Rico just messaged in there. He went to church with me, took my players with me to an actual church where we would go. He scheduled a staff meeting for the time in which he knew I had to be at church. After the staff meeting, he called me in to talk to me privately, told me, God understands that during the season, you got to work and you got to put that to the side. And everything I've ever learned about reading the Bible says, seek the kingdom of God first. Like, put that first. Don't put work first. Like, God got you there. He'll get you wherever. So that's when it started to get to me. I've been called everything except for the kitchen sink. I've been called the devil to my face. We had a player who broke his nose, went in for surgery, called me because he was put under anesthesia and was like, hey, coach, they said I can't drive. Can you come pick me up from the hospital after my surgery? I said yes. He called and let the defensive coordinator know. I got called into the office before I could ever go pick him up and got told I couldn't go pick him up because that is an inappropriate relationship with these players. I'm too close to my players. Like, it was crazy to me that I wasn't able to pick players up. We had a player, big man, like 6'7", 440 pounds.
Whoa.
Big man, big nose tackle. Couldn't fit in the bed. So I went and bought him a mattress that he could put on the floor so he could have a place to sleep.
Oh, you a real one, Coach. You a real one.
Like Coach Doe said, we were there for these players. Like, the players went through hell, but the coaching staff was right there with them. And that's the only reason we were able to get through it as a staff was because we knew we had to be there for the players. Like Doe said, you can't just leave them halfway through the season because shit got hard for us.
Yeah.
Like, I found out I didn't get my contract renewed when my job got posted to the Scoop.
Wow.
Like,
let me ask you this, Coach. Your time that you spent with Tim Newman, who is he as a man?
I would say he's a rat, but that's disrespectful to rats. Like,
I'm sorry. Yo, say what? You said you would call him a rat, but it's disrespectful to rats.
Yes. Like, I don't wish bad on anybody, wish them the best. I'm from the South, and I'm telling you, my grandma, rest her soul, would say, God bless you to him, because she knows that he ain't going there.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
I've never met anybody in my life like that. He, like, the one player that called in earlier, he was like, he can talk. Don't let him sweet talk you, because he can talk.
Yeah.
He'll spin you in a bottle, have you thinking everything's sweet, and then all of a sudden you realize you eating a shit sandwich. Like, telling you it's prime rib.
Wow. I
had a defensive end, had fluid on his knee, had to go get an MRI. Wasn't able to get it at the school, so he went home to New Jersey to get this MRI. Came back and was told he shouldn't have done that because they could have got him an MRI, even though they denied him the MRI at the school through our quote-unquote team doctor.
Yeah, Big L came on here and said you didn't have a trainer, you didn't have a doctor, you didn't have school insurance.
Nope. I got a kid with a torn meniscus, played 2 of the last 3 games on a torn meniscus, was told he was soft, told that he was scared, that he was disloyal because he didn't want to play the last game on a torn meniscus that was the size of a beach ball. Like,
Coach, let me ask you this. What moment for you was the one that you just said, you know what, this ain't it? What was the worst moment that your time at VUL to say this is crazy?
Homecoming pregame speech, when I had 2 of my players come up to me and tell me, Coach, we'll play for you today. We don't want you to get fired. Like, my job was put on the line in that pregame speech.
Yeah.
And when my players had to console me, texting me on bus rides home, like, Coach, we played for you, left it all out there. Like, there ain't nothing else you can do. Like, we love you. Like, when it was literally like being in an abusive relationship and your child being like, don't worry, it's not your fault.
Wow.
Like, that's what it felt like. And I'll go to bat for any one of my kids. If there are coaches listening to this, any one of my kids, Zaire Davis, Jaden Ledbetter, Phillip Bright, Sean Ramsey, Vince Wells, Isaiah Johnson, give me Tavion Sanders, give me Jarian Johnson, Ra, give me all of them, Daniel Reyes, give me Rico, Ricardo Bellamy, any one of them, and they can play for me any day of the week. And coaches, if you're listening to this, I will give you my personal vouch for any one of those kids that played for us, because what they went through, they ain't never going to have to go through again if they're on a program that's got anything, and they will produce more for you than what you will ever realize.
Hey, Coach, if you got a Twitter, make sure you DM me, and I will do my damnedest to make sure I put their tape on here. To whatever we can do.
Coach Morris FB.
Coach Morris FB. That's your Twitter?
That's my Twitter. Coach Morris FB.
All right, Coach Morris FB. I'm gonna try to find you right now. I'm gonna send you a DM and
that people tell me, I should not say anything because it's going to cost me my next job and stuff like that. No, I got to, like Coach Joe said, we got to speak out for these kids at this point. Like,
absolutely.
Like, they're the reason we're in this, and anything they ever need, they know they can call me. I have their parents call me and stuff like, hey, I can't get in touch with my son, like, on campus. Can you get in touch with him for me?
Yeah.
Like, any one of those kids on that team, offensive, defensive, special teams, we got kickers. We got Jacob Davis, a kicker, big country. Get him. He can make a 50-yard field goal. He can kick the ball through the back of the end zone on kickoff. Get him. Nobody's looking at him. He got 3 years of eligibility left.
Boy, listen, every HBCU school need to jump on him. They can't find a kicker to save their life. Boy, members can't even make extra points. Listen, Coach, make sure, listen, I just DM'd you on Twitter. Send me a list of the kids. I will do a special show to make sure we push them out. My boy Blue, he writes for FCS football. We're going to do whatever we can to make sure these kids get a shot in anywhere else. And hopefully the coaches reach out to you for a recommendation on their behalf. But Coach Morris, first of all, let me just tell you this, God always says your gift will make room for you. So don't worry about what people are going to say. The fact that you have integrity to come on here, you, Coach Doe, have the integrity to stand up for these young men and stand up for your players, shows the character that you are, shows the coach and the man that you are. So shout out to you. I thank you for your time and for your stories, man, for real.
And not a problem. Thank you for having this platform for these players. And I just want to say to any of the players that are listening out there, I love you. If y'all ever need anything, please feel free to reach out to me.
No problem, Coach Mo. Appreciate you, man. Man, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. All right, let's go. DB. I see a name, DB. You next.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, man, hey, look, I'm a DB. I played here for a semester. I came from Albany State. And shoot, really, what everybody's saying on here is the truth. Like, to be honest, like, I don't even want to get on here and repeat what everybody said because, everybody telling the truth. But
tell your story. Like,
my story was basically, okay, like, they recruited me to come here, right? Okay, I come, promised money. I didn't get no money. So we got here fall camp. We had to pay the fee or whatever. So, like most schools, you okay, if you decide to move off campus, you get that money back. Okay, we move off campus, don't touch no money. So basically, we just paying to live out here. We got food, no meal plan or nothing. So like everybody basically that stays off campus coming out of pocket. And so I came from a 4-year school, and technically this school is a 4-year school, which they didn't. It's a rule in the NCAA. You can't transfer to more than 3 schools, like 3 4-year schools in 1 year. Which they recruited us. They told us they didn't know none of this. They telling us all year that we can transfer out of here when we get here. But like now, like a few, like it's actually a lot of us that came from 4 years. Like I'm gonna name a few schools off the top of my head, like Grambling, Mercer, like it's a lot of schools, like Campbell. Like all of us guys are like really gonna be ineligible next year just because of this. Like, but nobody told us nothing about this at all. Like, and a couple of us actually got offers, but we can't go to none of the schools because we are being eligible because this is a 4-year school. But we ain't even in the NCAA, like getting no type of money, no nothing. So like we really just in a bad situation, I would say.
What was the moment for you that you were just like, this ain't it? This something's wrong here. This ain't it. I gotta get out of here. This ain't right.
When I had to buy my own ice for take an ice bath, like that's when I knew then. I'm like, dang, like every week though, like it wasn't cause I started. So like I'm playing the whole game, like no treatment at all. Like we went to Boston, 12-hour bus ride, didn't stop, like didn't eat no breakfast, no nothing. Like like it was like, and then
you go to Boston, hold on. You take a 12-hour trip to Boston. You guys get out the bus and go play, or you stay at a hotel?
We went to a hotel, but we didn't eat like the whole ride there. We didn't, like nobody ate, and probably like some of the kids that stay on campus, they the last time they ate was 5 o'clock yesterday, and we got there, and we'll get there probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and nobody touched nothing to eat at all, no breakfast, no nothing. And then like he would just downplay us. Like even though like we went out, like a lot of us went out there and played hard. Like he went off on us against Fort Valley. We only lost by 11 points. Like, and we just ran out of time. We damn near could have won the game. Lane, we beat them on their homecoming. Like, we actually got players there that can actually play. But like, I mean, like no shade to none of the coaches. Like all the coaches, it was the main people that were evil is the defensive coordinator and the head coach. Like every coach I can vouch for, except a few of them, I ain't gonna say their name, but you feel me? Like all the coaches here, they was good people. Like they took care of their players, did their part. But they just had to deal with the head. Like he said, it was a dictatorship. This his way, like his way or no way.
Man, listen, man. Let me ask you this before I let you go. What's your plan?
Well, hopefully we can get the NCAA involved and get like a waiver, which we can be able to transfer and go to another school. But as of right now, I'm going to go to a JUCO.
All right, man. Listen, I wish you nothing but the best, man. Appreciate you for coming on and tell us your story, man. This is getting absolutely wild. I feel for these kids. All right, the person with the dot for your name, I'm coming to you. Dot. You live, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
hear
you
me?
live. Yes, I can hear you.
All right. I'm gonna tell you how I even got the VUL. This started from a fast track program. From people that's watching this from fast track, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Fast track, they just come there for like 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks. If you was playing sports, they say like if you was coming in eligible, you stay there for them 2 or 3 weeks. We was taking classes too. You pass all them classes with like over 2.5, you become eligible. I never heard nothing like that before, but
Hold on. Slow down. You said it's a thing called fast track?
Yeah, I never heard of it. But I was recruited by, it wasn't even a recruiter or a real coach. I found that out once I got to the school.
So who were you recruited by?
Somebody named Delbert Jones. He just a housing team member there. He's not a coach or an actual recruiter.
Okay, so then you get the VUL, then what?
So we get there for like 2 or 3 weeks. This during the summer. This from June. This is in June for the 2 or 3 weeks for fast track. We go there for like 2 or 3 weeks. We complete all of the classes. We pass them. So I passed over like a 2.8. I'm supposed to be eligible. Coach Newman called me to his office, and he was like, "It's me. It wasn't just me. It's me and like 3 other kids." He said, "We're going to be ineligible for next year. We could come in as team managers so we can like get the feeling for the next year, like get the experience and like we know what to expect." So we like, we bummed out about it because like I thought we was gonna be eligible since we did what you asked. We did what you. So it was like, okay, cool. We come in as team managers. So after the fast track, like probably like a couple of days before team camp, I was texting Coach Doe. He said it's gonna be a fee of $6. I don't know where people getting 300 from. I was told $650 from Coach Doe.
Oh, Jesus!
Yes, I was told $650 from Coach Doe, bro. Like I was like $650. If it was $650, it was $600. I mean, I'm not mad at Coach Doe. He probably just done what he was told. They said like 400. Yeah. They said I think like 400 for like the actual can, like 200 for the dorm, so something like that. So I'm like, and I didn't have like $650 to pull out that fast. So I was like, I'm good. I'll just see y'all in August. I'll just miss the camp. Cause I didn't have $650 just to pull out just like that. So I get there in August. Me and like a few others we didn't even start off as team managers as soon as we got there. We had to wait like an extra 2 weeks, and once we finally got in, we was told to like help out, like fill up the water bottles, probably record like some film, like practice film. So I got Coach Barnes. Coach Barnes told me, "Hey, go record some film. Like go to I think the running back group, like the running plays they was doing." He said, "Go record." So I was like, "Okay, cool." I get on the field to record. Coach Newman like, "Hey, what the fuck you doing on my field?" I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, out the blue, like that's the first thing he said to me. The first thing he said to me, I'm like, oh, like that's just the way he came off aggressive. Like he knew I was a team manager though. He did. He was like, get the hell off my field. You don't got no damn what's it called? Like no VUL merch basically. So I was like, where am I supposed to get this from? Like y'all didn't provide me with this. So like, why even come at me like that? Like so, but I didn't say that though. I just said okay, like. So I just said, okay, whatever. So mind you, The same thing happened again. I told Coach Barnes, Coach Barnes, I ain't have no shirt. He said, all right, cool. I'm gonna talk to him about it. You should be straight next time. So the next time I started to have a shirt. They told me to record again, and the same exact thing happened. But this time it was even way worse. It was me, the boy Eric, and boy KK. And he was like, come on, like y'all boys need to get the fuck off of my field now. I'm not playing with y'all boys. So I'm like, whoa. So you know what? So I said, okay. Well, like I ain't gonna argue back with the coach. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Yeah. So one thing I realized, I was like, so I seen ineligible players practicing, but we couldn't also practice. I was like, hold on, how is he ineligible? He practicing, but like we couldn't do it. So I just like, I don't even know. Like the school is just really crazy. Like the school itself is crazy. Like me, they basically put me out in the street. The school, like
they put you out on the street.
This all started like the way it started. You wouldn't believe me. Like, but I have people to back me up for me. Like, it's really true. Like the way this all started over a cup of ice. Yes, over a cup of ice. It started over a cup of ice. Apparently, they put in the rule book you cannot take food out the cafeteria. All I did was I got done eating my food, got done drinking my juice. I took a cup of ice in a small styrofoam cup. I don't know. Yes, I took that out, and then they came to me about I had a cup of ice. So I'm looking like okay. So the security asked me for my ID, my school ID. I came with a cup of ice and was supposed to, assuming, I guess. So I didn't have my ID because like right before that they made me move dorms for whatever reason. So I'm still in the middle of unpacking because I had to repack my stuff, move to a whole nother dorm, and unpack. So I was like, I got my ID, but I give you my name. Like I gave my whole name, whatever. Then security is still sitting at my front door, just harassment. Like, I just gave you my name. My room door is literally located in the front. So it's like I can't hide nowhere. Y'all know my name. I'm the only one with this name on campus. So apparently, like a couple weeks later, they voted up, but they voted report saying I cussed them out. They saying I cussed them out, whatever. So they said, all right. No, they said the head of security came up to me, and he said that I was being too disrespectful, and that I got one more chance or to kick me out. So I'm like, huh? Like they came to me about a cup of ice. I didn't argue back with nobody because like it's no point in arguing. It's just like whatever. So
let me ask you this before I let you go. Right? Mm-hmm. So what's your situation now? What is your situation now?
I had to leave in November because like I had to leave in November. Like that's how everything all builds up. It was just one night. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I'm coming back from getting quarters because like we had to pay to wash our clothes. So I'm getting quarters so we could wash and dry my clothes. So I'll come back. They all in front of my door. I'm like, his security, how's they all in front of my door out the blue? I'm like, why are they right there? So they come up to me, they're like, you got to tomorrow to leave the campus. I'm like, huh? Leave the campus? Like, so I'm like, so they saying I can still come to school, but I can't be on campus. I'm not from here. Like, where can I go? They said they don't know, but you gotta get up out of here. I'm like, wow. Like, I'm not from Virginia, but I live in a whole different state. I can't just up and leave. Like, my parents can't just.
Yeah.
And like my parent, the way he work out of town. Like, you know, our truck drivers is like they work out of town. He in a whole different state, so there's really not much he can do. So I'm like, well, where the hell am I gonna go at? So like they just didn't care. I had a meeting. I explained that to him, and she said, and what's her name? I forgot her name, but I had a meeting with one of the women in there, and she was like, I told her what I just told you. Like, I can't just up and leave like that. Like at least get like a week. They said no. They said no. You got to get up out of here. Like this was the next day for a few hours.
Listen. I need names. You can't just say somebody who told you that.
I'm really trying to remember her name. It's like if somebody that go to VUL in these comments, it's the short lady that always gets smart with everybody, and she got short hair. I really forgot her name. Honestly, I really did. I ain't been there in so long. Like,
and when did this happen?
This happened in late October. Miss Patillo. Yes, yeah, there we go. It's literally Miss Patillo. Somebody just said in the comments for me. Yes, but Miss Patillo told me that. It was Miss Patillo. She told me she said that it is what it is. You gotta leave out of here. And that was the next day. Like that's the next day after they told me that. I had a few more hours. So I'm like, I don't know. I had a lot of stuff in my room. Like my room, so like I can't just pack my stuff and just hop in the train and go back to Baltimore. I had too much stuff. So what I ended up doing was it's this place called Oasis. I packed some of my stuff up. But no. Hold up. That same night they called the police on me too. I have a video of that. They called the police on me, and they called the police on me. They came 3 deep, and they told me I'm in Virginia. They got him. Leave. I ain't even from here. I'm gonna leave. So I went on here and just left. I'm not ready to go to. I'm not going to jail in Virginia, bro. I'm not doing it.
Oh
So,
no! Listen, I'm from Maryland, so I already know. Yeah. No. You from Baltimore? That's different. You already know what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I know. I know the Maryland politics up here, so don't be talking about you from Maryland. You from Baltimore? It's different. It's different. But no, man. Listen, man. I appreciate your story, bro. I hope everything gets done. If you have the video and you wanna send it to me on Twitter and I'll play it for them, that's fine. But my Twitter is Offscript Vids, Offscript TV as well. So, man, I feel for you, man. But keep your head up, bro. Yeah, this is wild. Let me tell you this though, real quick before I get to these other people. I'm looking for this lady's picture. This is all I can find, right? But then, being me in Google, guess what I see? This is the only other picture I can find of this woman. Now, I would surmise that this is her. I would surmise that this is her. Okay? Hey, listen. See, what's done in the dark will always come to the light. What is done in the dark will always come to the light. My boy Roland got you. Now I ain't gonna. There might be a little conflict of interest because if you look real closely, let me read you what the thing says. It says, "Big thanks to Virginia Lynchburg for awarding me an honorary doctorate of humane letters. This is my 6th honorary doctorate. Thank you to President Kathy Franklin and the Board of Trustees. I've had a blast at your 2019 commencement speech." Ooh! Boy, scammers be scamming, don't they? What? Oh, God damn. Scammers be scamming. They got my boy rolling. They got my boy rolling. Hey, boy. Hey, scammers be scamming, man. Scammers be scamming. Boy, oh boy. This boy, try to tell you. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this. When you guys come up, this is what I need. I know there's a lot. I just need you don't gotta tell me your name. Just tell me how you got to VUL. What was your worst experience at VUL? And if you have anything to say about Tim Newman, talk about him and the program. All right, let's keep it concise. I want to get to you guys. All right. I see a J. Somebody who has the letter J for their name. I'm coming to you.
Well, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, boom. So, okay, I found out about VUL. I actually got recruited by a quarterbacks coach named Coach Jarvis, but they were saying he left the school, so I had to get re-recruited like around maybe like late April, early May. So I didn't commit to the school until late May, like right after I graduated.
Yeah.
So, okay, most people on the team, they did the virtual visit. So, like, most people didn't really know what they was getting into before they got there. So we get to the school. The school is made out of, it's one building and a house and like a few dorms. So all the dorms, they old, moldy. And so, okay, we get to the training camp. So 2 weeks in the training camp, I get injured. I hurt my back. So he calls in some doctor from the Liberty, which is a big school down the street.
Yeah,
So
Liberty University.
So, okay, he gets there. The doctor tells me, say I tore something in my back or something like that. So, okay, boom. Okay, he was saying that I couldn't play to like maybe like Delaware State game, which was like the 4th game in the season. So, okay, boom. Coach Newman, he's saying he was saying, he like, nah, you good, man. He like, just put ice on you gonna be all right. So I'm like, nah. I was like, at first I'm like, nah. So we get the Carson Newman game. I'm thinking, okay, should I play? But I was like, you know what, forget it. I said, my team need me, I'm gonna play anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
So I played. We get third quarter of Carson Newman game. It gets to the point where I can't even feel my legs no more. So it's like, I know I'm injured, but I was just like, I just had to tell my O-line coach, I was like, man, I can't go no more. So he let me sit out. And so this went on like a continuous streak for like the first 4 weeks. Okay, boom. Okay, we get a Delaware State game. I messed my hand up first play of the game. So it's still to the point where I can't even ball my hand up now. So I still had to play with a back injury and a hand injury the whole season. So then, okay, boom, we talk about the school. So we got Turner Wade, and we got Miss Patillo. So they come in, they know these buildings old and moldy. And so the shower in my room didn't drain properly. So we tell the housing people about it. And then so they tell us, okay, the shower don't drain properly, just put towels on the floor. So we like, okay. So we put the towels on the floor. And so now they come back 2 weeks later. They was like, okay, y'all messed up the people's roof up under y'all. Now y'all gotta pay $250 a piece for water and electrical damages. So we was like, no, we not paying that because we let y'all know well in advance what was going on.
Yeah.
And so, I forgot this. So basically, okay, I think it was like the third 04 game in the season. A few of the old linemen got COVID. We contracted COVID.
Oh,
so, okay. We come in, we take the test Monday morning. So, it takes like 5 to 7 days to get over COVID. So,
yeah.
Okay, we take the test Monday morning, come back positive. He tests us again, like it was either Wednesday morning or Thursday morning. And all of us still have, me and 3 other O-linemen, we all still have COVID symptoms. We still can't taste, we can't smell, still feel like crap. So, okay, he brings in like some old COVID tests that I don't even know the lady. Her name, I think her name is Price or something like that. So she comes in with these old COVID tests and the tests come back negative. So we just like, how? It ain't been nothing but 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
So okay, we gotta go play Robert Morris. We all still feeling like crap. Like we don't want to play. We like chest hurting, back hurting, everything just hurting. So we like, how is that possible for us to get over COVID that quick? And we was telling him that we still don't feel like we should play. So he was like, nah, y'all, we need y'all, man. Oh man, and he was lying to us, telling us, oh, Liberty Scouts came to see y'all at practice yesterday, but y'all wasn't there. We was like, what? And so we was like, okay, yeah, so we had to go through that. And then it would be times where housing they'll just like bust in the room, just like won't even knock. No telling, like people could be in there getting dressed, they'll just bust in, won't even knock. And then it like the school itself, it was just horrible. And then it like food situation, we was eating the same food every single day. Like breakfast, we'll have the same nasty cheese eggs, nasty grits, watery grits. And then like dinner, prime example, we have chicken wings at lunch, and then come back to dinner, we have chicken wings and something else. So it's like we'll be getting fed leftovers for a week straight until they just get rid of it. And then when we was getting, like when me and my other 3 teammates were in quarantine, they wouldn't even feed us. It was like my mom had to call to the school and tell them that my child is not getting fed. And so when my mom called up there, she was like, oh, they're our number one priority, all that other bull. And so my mom, she was like, okay, why is he not getting fed? And so even after my mom called, we only still got fed one time. So, everybody don't have money to just come out of pocket to just, up and order food every day.
Yeah.
So even with my mom calling, they still only fed us one time. It's crazy. So then worst experience at VUL definitely was Fort Valley game, because the bus broke down 3 times. We go to a gas station and he won't let us get off the bus to go get something to drink out of the store or something. Like
why would he let you?
He just didn't let us. He didn't give us a reason or nothing. So it was like they tried to crank the bus up, it'll run for a little bit. It shut right back off. So, you know, he had us get off the bus for maybe like 20 minutes and had us get right back on. So, you know, people asking to go to the bathroom because the charter bus driver told us don't go to the bathroom unless it's an emergency.
Let me ask you this. I have a picture up. Is this Vanessa, the lady from Patello? Is this her? I know it's a little blurry. It's so hard to find pictures of anybody.
No, I don't think that's her. I really can't see for real.
Okay. If anybody can see it from VUL, if that's her, please let me know. But I'm about to take it down. But go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, he won't let us get off the bus. So, you know, everybody, you know, is mad because he's like, why we can't get off the bus? So he won't give us the reason. So then, okay, when the new bus finally comes, and so mind you, we left to go to Fort Valley at 7 o'clock that morning, and we didn't get to Fort Valley till like 11:30. So, like in the meantime, so okay, then we stop in Georgia. Then he stops us at some small country racist buffet in Toccoa, and we just like, you know, like you can find nowhere else better. Like, and then mind you, we get to Edward Waters and Kennesaw game. You know, he hyping us up at practice. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, we got a big surprise for you. We got a big surprise for y'all into the game. We get to Florida. The big surprise is we stay in, a decent, good hotel. We were like, okay. Then we get to Kennesaw. We stay in another, just a regular hotel. And the surprise was pizza that we had been already eating for the previous 9 weeks before that. So we constantly have to eat pizza every game. And then, matter of fact, Kennesaw game, he fed us pizza before the game. Then he fed us pizza after the game. So we just like, what's the surprise? You just do all the sweet talking and nothing comes out of it. So we just like, and then I don't know if somebody mentioned it, but somebody made a fake Twitter page, basically, slandering the school. And so Coach Newman, he calls me and one of my other teammates in to question us about it, like we had something to do with it.
Yeah.
And so, we telling him like we didn't have nothing to do with that. And so now he's trying to sue a coach because of he had the coach, he thinks the coach has something to do with it. And I'm just like, how you just gonna up and just choose a random coach just to sue? Just like Newman he's weird. He's always been weird. And yeah, he's just a weird place. That's why I hope he can't trap nobody else to get into the VUL because it's not where you want to go.
Man, let me ask you this. What's your plans? Last question before I let you go.
I'm currently just looking for other schools to go to in the spring. I have a few options down because I'm from Georgia myself, so I have a few Georgia options, but I'm still currently just looking to see where else I can get into.
Okay, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, keep your head up, bro. I appreciate you for coming on and telling your story, man.
For sure. Appreciate you.
No, listen. I'm gonna do one more person because I got a lot of people. I gotta do one more person because the stories are kind of bidding the same. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's kind of telling the same story about the Georgia bus and everything like that. I had a parent that said she had a recording of Tim Newman cussing her out, but she doesn't want to play it because her son is on the recording. I completely understand. I listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna keep it real. Listen, man. Okay. I'm sorry. If my kid is going to a place that is clearly not conducive to him doing anything beneficial, why am I saving the information? That's just me. Listen. You know what I'm talking. I'm just. We're having a conversation. I know you're watching the stream, but just hear me out, right? If your son's name on it, if he played football, 1, the season's over. 2, clearly most of the credits ain't gonna transfer, so he's gonna have to start over anyway, or he's gonna have to go to a JUCO. Or he's going to have to go to another institution. He's not going to graduate from VUL. So what's the purpose? I mean, like, I don't know if there's one person that actually graduated from VUL. If we're being honest, ain't nobody even made it that far to graduate. So you're not protecting anybody. It's not like he's a senior and you're like, oh, he's a senior, he's about to leave and get his degree. That ain't it. Ain't nobody graduating from this place. It's literally a money factory to get Bama's in and out, especially for athletes. So that's just my little 2 cents. Let me read you something that somebody sent me as well. All right. Someone said, "Sir, I was the most recent head basketball coach there. I stayed for about 2.5 months and resigned. I was very fortunate I was able to find all the young ladies that I had recruited a place to play. I could not look at the parents and kids in the face and tell them this was a good opportunity for their child. Also, please look at their roster. You will notice that there are very few, if any, players from the state of Virginia. There is a reason, because most people know who they are and what they're about. I live in Virginia, Lynchburg." That's a tough one. I'm gonna take this one. William, coming to you. The rest of you guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take some. If you want to call in, though, I will allow some call-ins. Let me see if I got some people on the call-in line, because I know a lot of people say they wanted to call in. All right, yeah.
There are 3 participants in the conference.
All right, Mike. Oh, sorry, my bad. William, coming to you.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, man, you live. Tell me how you got to VUL. Tell me your experience with Tim Newman, and tell me, what was your worst experience?
It's hard because you don't know where to come from for college, and you're coming straight from high school trying to look for some place to be, but you come here and it's not what you think.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's just been very hard for many players to try to find somewhere to look. And it's just strange because they tell you you're going to be here for 2 years, but then it turns into like 4 to 5.
How long have you been there?
For 2.
Do you play a sport? Do you are you just a regular student?
Yeah, I play football.
You play football. Your 2 years there. How's your 2 years been in your experience?
It's just been hard because you try to just really, like, people back home thinking you over here doing bullshit. I'm sorry for the language.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead. You're fine.
But it's like, you trying your hardest up here, and then you come in, they tell you, oh, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to be the greatest. And then it's just every week it's hard. You trying your best. And then it's just, I don't even know how to explain it.
Your 2 years there, do you have your associate's degree?
No, that's the crazy thing. And then when I went on the website, it says my graduate year is 2025.
What has been the most trying time for you at your time at VUL?
I'm not even gonna lie, people already know I'm on here. So I came up here, they told me not even like 4 days, I'm not gonna be allowed to be on campus. So I was like, damn, where I'm finna go. My people's over here telling me, hey, you doing stupid stuff. Why you over here getting in trouble? I'm like, I don't even know why I'm off campus. So then they tell me I gotta go stay off campus, coming out damn near bands, just praying. And then they telling me the only way I could try to get the way to pay for my rent was try to get the student loans. And that's just like, wow. And then I just didn't even know what to do. So I had to pay off campus. And, I want to really apologize for like the coaches and like how I acted. Cause like, I really thought it was hard for me because, mind you, we were coming up here and we got into a car accident and we ain't had nowhere else to go. We had to just say, F it, go the rest of the way, go all the way. All the way, we made it. And then we get in there, coach say, why you late? And we told him what happened. It's crazy. And I'm like, hey, it is what it is. And like, that really hurt me because it was like, I'm like, the car accident messed up my leg a little bit, not too much. And then like, you saying you didn't know, but I told you, like, we had a call, we called one of the coaches. He told you, like, come on now. And like, I'm really like sorry for like a couple of the coaches because like that hurt me and I used that against them. But like, it was some coaches going through some things. Like one of the coaches had he was having a kid, and I'm hearing that some of the coaches ain't even get paid, and that's like crazy. It's like how do you even do that?
What's your plan like going forward? You know, okay, before that, why 2 years?
Because the first year, like, people really found out, like, you know, this ain't what it is. But, like, he telling us, oh, you don't got the credits, so you can't go nowhere. So, like, I got to come back spring, get my credits. Then he's saying, oh, you can't even do this. And, like, at the end of the season, they locked the film. And, like, if I ain't got no film, what I'm going to do? Like, what am I to do? I can't go nowhere. Nobody knows me. What am I supposed to do? Throw my high school film? I just already graduated.
So you come back for your second year, same, and you just having the same issues, locked film or anything like that?
No, like, even I told the younger guys, like, because even like my coach, he was like, he wants me to be a leader. And like, I didn't even know what to do because like I've never been a leader before. So like, how am I supposed to take this role on? And I'm going through all this. And like, I told him the best thing I could, like straight up, like, you know, we might lose. We might go through some like hellish shit. Like, my bad for the language again.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead.
Like, we might be going through some tough stuff, but like at the end of the day, you gotta thug it out, keep your head up, try to make it through. And like, try to get your film as fast as possible, no matter what anybody say. Like,
you've been around Tim Newman for 2 years. Give me your assessment of the man.
To be honest, like, the stuff he say, like, it sounds nice. Like, it sound like amazing. Like, oh, I get to play South Carolina, I get to go play Southern, I get to go play these big schools on the TV. Oh, my mom get to record me. So like, it's really like, oh, it's like a kind of a dream come true. But like, then you hear you can't come on campus for a visit. And like, it's crazy. Like, how I'm supposed to say this, that, the third, and I can't even see the school. And it's like, he like, he'll make you believe what he say, like, true. Like, some of the things, it will be true sometimes. Like, they are trying to build up the school, but it's like, it's only so much building you can do. And like, I don't want to like badmouth anybody or cut bridges, cut burns. Like, it's like, I don't even know how to really go into depth. Like, it's so much stuff. Like, if you really came here and like talked to the people who've been here, because like, I know a few people who around me, they're scared right now to talk. And like,
let me ask you this: what are they? If you don't mind me asking, what are they scared for?
It's just like repercussions, because it's like, I won't lie, because I'm really talking, because I already done put in my thing to get my transcripts. I'm trying to get my grades done. I'm good. So it's like, people want to go somewhere, but he telling them like, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't go here. Like, trying to put that in your head, like, where else to go? You might as well come back. And then he told people recently, like, oh, we're going to have spring. This is the first spring we done had in such and such long time. And then it's like, dang, like, all right, spring. And I got a couple people who saying, yeah, I should come back to spring. But like,
no,
it's like a lot of the people who left say the credits they left with, not one of them transferred. People have to start from the bottom, and it's like, you feel like it's been a waste of time, really.
Listen, okay, let me say this, and I feel for you, my boy, like I really do. But the people that are listening to you, the people that are behind you, and they're scared to talk, let me tell you straight up, like, y'all don't have nothing to lose, right? If my boy just told you he talked to somebody who tried to transfer and not one of his credits transferred over, the more time you spend there, the more time you're going to keep your wheels turning and you're not going to move anywhere. And what's going to happen is this: you're going to see you're going to see why you're going to be like, you're going to put yourself like, Why do I need college? Why am I here? I don't need to go to school. And you're gonna base your whole college experience off of VUL, which is not true. Listen, I'm telling you, there are numerous amount of HBCUs that would wrap their arms around you and invite you into their program. And if you have to start over as a freshman, that's just what you have to do. I'm going to tell you this. When you're adults, because you're all adults, if you can go to the military and shoot a gun, you're all adults, right? When you're an adult and you're in, because now you're adulting, okay? This is what it's called. You have to make hard choices and decisions. As long as you don't have a kid, as long as you ain't married, taking care of no families or nothing like that, you can start over. It will not kill you. It will not. But what I will say is you have to have the fortitude to say, you know what? They got me. I'm not going to get got again. I'm going to go to a school that has a name. I'm going to go to a Virginia Union, a Virginia State, a Frostburg in Maryland. If you're from Maryland, Fort Valley State, Savannah State. I'm going to go and I'm going to start over. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. I have been there, right? I've gone to a school. I didn't do nothing right the whole year. Didn't do nothing right. Started completely over, went to another school, didn't do nothing right there, and went to the military. Right? So listen, trust what you know, trust who you are, right? And get up and get out of there. I'm not saying it's easy. Listen to me when I tell you. I'm not telling you it's easy. But what I'm telling you is the more time you spend at VUL is not going to do you any benefit. Right? I'm giving you guys this platform so people can do whatever, the people that watch this show and the people who can make some decisions and things to get out and get the news out about VUL. That is not going to change your mindset of being there. Doesn't matter what. If they shut the school down tomorrow, what you going to do? And I'm not talking to you, Mike. I'm talking to the people behind you, right, that are in the room with you, the people that are at these schools. If they shut VUL down tomorrow, which they should, but what are you going to have to do? You have to start over anyway. So you're literally just you're just keeping yourself stuck in the mud if you think, oh, let me finish out the semester. Oh, let me finish out the year. It's not going to do you any benefit. I'm just telling you that right now. But I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't want to steal your thunder, but it is what it is, man. Y'all, I pray. I really feel for y'all. You don't understand. I really feel for y'all. I really do. And I'm glad I'm giving you guys this platform so you can tell your truth. But at the end of the day, nobody is going to come save you. You got to go save yourself. You got to go save yourself. Now, what I will say is the HBCUs, if that's what you want to continue to do, there are HBCUs that will love on you, but they won't come save you. It's a difference. They will love on you. You make the hard choice to say, hey, I got to start over. I got to do this. I got to do that. They are not going to save you, but they will love on you when you make that decision. But you got to make the decision. And once again, I'm not talking to you, Mike. I'm talking to people who believe staying at VUL is their best benefit. That's who I'm talking to right now. But your last point, Mike, before I let you go, anything that you want to say about VUL, anything you want to talk about your experience, it's on you, my boy. Anything.
I mean, overall, to be honest, like, it's a great school to like meet new people. Like, I made some friends like I could really never like probably never might see them, but like I can never forget them. But at the same time, it's like it really changes your perspective on college, because it's like I really think, oh, you get all these, because even like on Instagram, you scroll through, you'll see a little HBCU post, oh, the Q Dogs, Zetas, all that stuff, but it's like we don't got that. And like the only way we try to have fun over here is we got to go out and try to make ways to have fun and almost get in trouble every time. But it's like it's still like a great place to meet people, but like the staff wise, it's strange.
Listen, let me say this: I'm not going to let you in like that, because what you're going to do, what you're just doing, that's called trauma bonding. That's what you're talking about. You can meet friends anywhere. I can meet friends going to the skating rink. And listen, I got to keep it a buck with you. I can meet friends going to the skating rink. I can trip, fall, scrape my knee. Somebody might help me, and I'll be best friends with them. You can meet friends anywhere. So I'm not going to disparage the people that you met, but y'all just trauma bonded. That's really what it is. Because y'all all going through the same experience, and you're like, man, all we have is each other. Right? So you can meet new friends anywhere. So I don't want nobody listening to this show. I want you to think, well, if I go to VUL, I'm going to meet friends. That ain't it.
No, trust me, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, it's like the staffing wise, that's what kills like the whole momentum. It's like they make you feel like, why am I here? Like, you question like, oh, what's going on? There's so many stuff going around, like stuff trying to get built in the middle of school while I'm trying to get lunch, and like they telling people who off campus you can't even go in unless you pay $1,000 and the food thing for the tuition. And I'm like, it shouldn't be this hard, and it's not even that many students to be doing that. And it's strange. It's like it really just makes you like feel horrible all around.
Man, I feel for y'all, bro. I really do, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel for you, man. I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you telling your story and everything like that. Listen, let me say this, man. Let me say this, and I'm gonna get to these callers. I see all the callers, 2819, 1296, 7699, 0705. I see all y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all, right? Let me say this. If you're a VUL student right now and you're listening to me and watching me, if you're a parent of a VUL student, get your shit and get gone. I don't care how. I don't care how. Make plans to get out, because you spending more time there is not to your benefit. Listen, do not believe when you say, oh, you got to do this, that. Your credits ain't transferring anyway. Boo-boo. Okay? Get them and get gone. There are too many institutes. Listen, West Virginia University. Listen, Marshall. I know this area. I'm from Maryland. I know all the way up to New York, all the way down to about a good South Carolina, North Carolina. Right? West Virginia University will take you with a 2-0. Marshall will take you with a 2-0. Frostburg University will take you with a 2-0. I know. Okay? So let's not play this game. You do not have to be there. You don't. Don't let nobody tell you what you have to be in. You don't. You're going to have to start over. This is the hard truth that I'm giving you right now. All right? We've heard all the stories. I'm going to give you, and I feel for y'all. But now you are adults, young adults, but adults. I'm 33. Am I 34? No, I'm 34. I think I'm 30, 33 or 34. One of the two. I think I'm 34. I always forget. I don't really care about my birthday like that. I'm 34. I've lived a life. I've been there. I've started over. I've done that. I'm telling you, as long as you do not have a child and you're not taking care of someone, you can start over. You can start over. And your life could be just as tremendous as if it never happened. But you have to trust. You got to put the work in. You got to trust. And you got to get some good people in your corner that's going to tell you the right thing to do. Okay? If that means going to community college, it is okay. Go to community college for 2 years. Get your AA. It's cheap. You can work and go to school. There are so many different ways to get your degree than having to be at VUL. So don't overlook community colleges. Get your AA. Do your thing. Go to a bigger school and all that. All right. Sorry. Let me just I had to get that off because I know I just gotta give y'all some 2819 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Hello?
Yeah, you live. 2819. You live.
All right. I'm just go as for, you know what? I got nothing to lose because like you said, I ain't at that school no more. But I'm gonna go as D. Man, I was at VUL at the beginning of the Newman era, I could say, in 2021. This is my freshman year. I just got out of high school in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna go from the staffing. I'm gonna go from the staffing, housing, all that listed. Like staffing wise, the only thing is it was Newman. Newman tried to control the whole system. It was like he was trying to run a whole organization. When it came to certain stuff like bus rides and stuff, he used to get mad at everybody when we had wanted to go get something to eat.
Let me hold on. Let me stop you real quick. Let me stop you real quick. I'm sorry. Let me ask you this question: did your credits transfer from whatever you did at VUL? Yes or no?
No, not at all.
Thank you. I want you to tell everybody, because you've been there, you've done that, you've moved on. Are you at a current college right now or what?
No.
Okay.
As soon as I tried to transfer my credits, they was like no, and they basically tried to cut me off when I was trying to go to this other college. So I just dropped college altogether.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, because but and then one thing about the staffing, and this is other than coaching, the teachers in there, no. Some of the kids, like you could ask I can give a call to anyone. They would tell you the same thing I said. Out of everybody from that freshman 2021 class, there was only 3 people that actually went back. There was only 3 people that actually went back to that school, and because one, everybody grades was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody grades was below a 0 point. How does a whole team get below a 0.2?
Ooh.
That's an average, a 0.2. And on top of that, I told my mom everything. Because one, I used to show my mom videos. I used to show my mom pictures of me finishing tests, all that. What's it called? What? Paragraph assignments?
Yeah.
Turned them in. None of them went through at all. None of them went through. And they called my mom. They said, yeah, he wasn't doing no work there. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't doing that. I have one coach that would tell the truth. I love him all. That's the only good person there. And the reason why he left is because Newman had a power trip, because they was trying to figure out what was going to go on for the next season, because everybody wasn't going back, all because of the grades. So he kicked him back. He kicked them out. And then the thing about Newman's coaching was like so. Like I can't really explain it because it makes me mad every time I try. But it's like Newman's coaching. That was like some military shit. Excuse me real quick.
No, you're fine.
Ooh. Excuse me, I'm trying to catch this got to be said, because Newman, yeah, that school needs to be shut down. That school needs to be shut off. So when it came to Newman's coaching, it was like a punishment. It wasn't like no actual practicing for, like, as a team, we trying to get better. We trying to do this. Most of his coaching tactics was like punishment. Like it was a thing he used to make. He used to make anybody. Somebody joked about Newman, right? They said, "Damn, look at Newman," and Newman got mad and said, "You know what? Go ahead and do Yogi the whole practice. Do Yogi the whole practice," and threw up. And he told what's his name? He told our lineman coach, our offensive lineman coach. Offensive lineman coach said he can't do nothing. He don't want to get fired. That's how much power Newman had at that time, because everybody was all behind Newman. Even the athletic director was right behind Newman. The athletic director that was there before him.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name, but Staten. That's his name. Staten. Staten had to be behind Newman, because Staten was gonna get fired. And the thing is, Staten got fired that following season of 2022. I didn't go back for the spring, so I wouldn't really know what happened during the springtime. But the fall was so horrible. And then now the dorms. I'm gonna go with the dorms. When it came to dorm problems, like we had dorms with broken locks. We had dorms with no doorknobs. They could literally just open the door and they would literally do that shit. They used to do room checks, and they would even if our room was clean, they would still charge us $250. They would charge us $250 because our room was dirty, quote unquote.
Wow, dirty. That's crazy.
And then we had a problem because we had to move. The defensive line. We stayed at this joint called Rogers. We had one of the worst dorms. We had probably the worst dorm set out of all 3 dorms I could ever say. One, we had a bathroom where the water wasn't running at all. It didn't run at all. It didn't run for the first week. So we had to literally go through other people's dorms to use the water.
Yeah.
And we told our coaches about it. Our coaches said we would talk to the people about it. It took y'all from August, the beginning of August, to the middle of September to get that situated out. Get the situation out with the water, the locks, everything else, electric. And then on top of that, the floorboards was breaking off. Like it was one down at all the way at the end, down at the end, not where the doors is at, on the other side. This dude he didn't have a door at all. And it was only one person that actually had a good dorm, and he was a senior. So they do kind of play a little favoritism towards certain people at that school, as I can say. But now, when it came to like games, man, I hated it. The road games I hated it. And we only had road games. We didn't have no football field. Our training facility was literally getting shared. Our football field wasn't even our football field.
Let me ask you.
We practiced at a.
Yeah. What's really vexing me is why are you not in school? Like what's stopping you from going back to school? Is it something you want to do? Go ahead.
Because I want to go to school, but every time when I tried, they keep saying, "Oh yeah, your GPA was this low. Your GPA was this low. You ain't earning a certain amount of credit," and that's what fucked me up because they didn't do my shit and turn my shit in. That my financial aid fucked me up, and I was like, okay, damn, I had to pay these niggas off. That's what I'm working off of right now. I'm still trying to work off so I can go to school, so I can at least go to community college. I'm trying to go in for business and biology. And that's and you don't know. I'm glad you said that too, because now it just reminded me. You know how in the schooling system, even as a freshman, you could pick majors and stuff, right?
Yeah.
We couldn't pick majors at all. We couldn't even pick them. Some of the sophomores couldn't even pick majors at VUL. And this was getting told to me by one of my other teammates that stayed there for an actual year, and he said, "Nah, he had to transfer."
Let me
couldn't get made
before you go. Let me say this because I know I got some academics in here. If you're an academic advisor, if you have anything to do with education in college or high school, can y'all please put your information in the chat for these young men and women, because they're going to need guidance on how to get out of the situation that they're in. So if you're currently working at an institution, if you're at a community college, if you're a professor, if you're any type of academic advisor, please put your Twitter, your Instagram. This is what it's all about, right? So these kids can reach out to you and say, hey, I have a problem. I need help. What should I do? Right? Because we can get on here and we can talk about their mishaps, but what is their future going to look like? And that's what we're here for. So if you have any connections, if you know anybody, if somebody, whatever you might know, please put your information in the chat and let these kids reach out to you. I'm gonna give you the last. What last point would you like to make before I let you go?
You said, huh?
I said, what last point would you like to make before I let you go?
Man, all right. The last point, I ain't gonna lie. If you're a student, if you're a high school student, because I'm gonna just say for the future kids, because look, if you wanted to, I'm gonna go for my scenario. If you're a 5-star recruit, or if you're any type of recruit, and you're looking for colleges and you're not getting offers, and VUL come up, do not accept. They're not going to show you no visitations. They're not going to even show you how the school is built. They're only going to send you emails and other things to pay.
Hey,
to be honest,
that's what it is, man. Appreciate your time, man. Appreciate the call. Listen, man. I hope this comes up on everybody's algorithm when they look to school, because you know how kids be like, "Oh, I don't know how the school looks," and da 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 da. I hope this comes up in the algorithm. I hope it does. Let me see where I'm going next. 1296 coming to you. I call you live.
Hey, Scotty, what's going on, bro? This J-Rock from Instagram.
What's up?
I was talking to you about the transcript.
What? Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
So listen, I know a lot of people telling you pretty much the same thing that's been going on and what you already know. So for all the guys that's at VUL, I'm gonna give free game right now because my mom worked with the NCAA and she worked with Clemson from 2010 to 2016. So I was at VUL. I was at VUL in 2021. Luckily for me, I didn't stay long because of their administration, they messed up my enrollment and pretty much everything else and my enrollment date. So basically, what ended up happening to me, I was basically, when I got there, I had no housing. The coaches, I talked to Newman and I talked to the recruiting coordinator and Coach Bonds. I had no housing. So my quarterback coach told me, you need to go here because I had got in a car accident. I had damaged nerves in my ankle, and I hadn't been on the field from when I went to UCF first, and no other school wouldn't offer me an opportunity. So basically, what ended up happening was I had to take my classes off online. So that allowed me to go back to Florida. So I didn't get to witness all of this stuff going on. But number one, I had no book for my classes, no bookstore. I had no bookstore, and then I didn't get my financial aid refund check until the day after classes was over with. So I'm gonna tell all the kids right now with free game what they need to do. Like you're right, and I know you're a receipt man. I got the receipts. I had ended up getting contacted from Coach Bull Ware at Alabama A&M.
Yeah,
and because he recruited me out of high school, and he was like, "It's an opportunity for you here." I told him about the Virginia Lynchburg situation and Coach Mai. Miss Atari Steele is my witness at A&M. She said them credits is not transferring in here. But here's the thing. The NCAA accepts all credits from all accreditations. So when my mom was on the phone, she said, wait a minute, so if there's something y'all could do about this? She said, yes, there's a waiver that is called the Progress Towards Degree. It's going to be Progress Towards Degree waiver. So every Virginia University Lynchburg player, you need to get on the phone with the NCAA ASAP.
Come on.
And you need to tell them what's going on, and they're going to grant you that entire year back and immediate eligibility. That's the free game right now.
Come on.
That's exactly what they told me.
That's solutions. I'm going to say it again. He said, get on the phone. Come on now. He said, get on the phone, call the NCAA, and ask for the Progress Towards Degree waiver. Stop. Listen, I get it. It's bad. Get out of there. Do your due diligence. Thank you so much, boy, for the call. Give these kids the free game and change your life. Go ahead. Do your thing. Appreciate you, my guy. Do your thing.
Yeah, because that basically what you said, that affected my progress towards my degree, especially with them giving them classes that's not part of curriculum. You're wasting financial aid and the time. So they have to grant you that year back. And even though, see what say now, another thing that saved me, I went JUCO first. I won a national championship at JUCO.
Mm-hmm.
So I had already had credit. That's why I was able to get into Alabama A&M, Colorado State, and receive other offers. So definitely, yeah, leave the school, call the NCAA, and tell them what's going on. You already know, my boy Scotty. I got you, bro. I'm always look out.
Hey, man, appreciate you, my guy. You a real one for that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big bless.
All right, bro. Have a good year at A&M, my guy. Progress Towards Degree. Now, listen, I'm taking this last dude, right? But let me tell you this. This Bama, you better give your name. If you 6'6", 400 pounds, and you play D tackle, oh, see, I was just about to come to you, my boy. The 6'6" D tackle from VUL was about to come up. He just clicked out. But if you need to begin to offer from everybody in the SWAC, everybody in the SWAC need to be at your front door. 6'6", 400 pounds. I don't give a damn if you can roll. I don't give a damn if you can't stand up straight. God, dog. 76.99 coming to you. They calling you live.
Scotty, man, how you doing? This is Jamie Walker.
What's up? What's up, Jamie? Thank you so much.
Brother, these alleged allegations, man, make me absolutely sad and angry. because these are, in turn, Black people taking advantage of the desperation of high school kids to want to play college ball. And if this is, and like I said, I believe every word, but just for the argument and purposes of everything, the alleged actions of what the school is doing is egregious and should be shut down immediately, man. If that is what's happening, they are taking advantage, because I work with high school kids all the time. And because of the transfer portal, they are desperate to get to an institution. That's what you hear in a lot of these voices, man.
Facts.
You hear the desperation of them trying to get to school to play ball at the next level. And they're running out of opportunities based on colleges wanting those ready-made players, because it's a trickle-down effect. Coaches got to win to stay in their jobs and so on and so forth. But the absolute desperation of these kids, you're talking about why they stand, that's what you hear in these voices. But it is absolutely terrible, man. It's egregious, and something has to be done.
You know
something has to be done.
You know
man.
what, Jamie? What hurts me the most is the lack of because you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, right? A lot of these kids might have single parent moms who don't know how recruiting gets down. She don't know that you're supposed to take a visit to VUL or an institution. She don't know that you don't pay for a camp fee, but she sees the joy her son has. He might get to play college football, and he gets these false nothings of, you know, getting a scholarship and going for free and all this, and then they get you down there, and then they kill you with the FAFSA and all this, and you're paying for this and you're paying for that, and it's too, and you feel like I'm trapped. It's too late. And it hurts me that there's not a way that people can get this information when they don't know, and you get trapped in situations like this. And you made a great point with the transfer portal, is that kids don't want to get stuck there. So what happens when you get a call from VUL and they tell you can play football and they'll do it for free? Come on, man. That's crazy.
They are no better than, I'm not going to say what I want to say. They're no better than any predator that's out there preying on people that can't do for themselves. And you can do more. Don't get me wrong. But people that don't know the process, that aren't educated on the process, you're preying on them just for the foundation and the supposed building of a school. That's complete horseshit. It just is. It just is. But I had to call in to say that, man.
Man, I appreciate the call, Jamie. Appreciate you, bro.
No problem, man.
That he's and it is so right, because the transfer portal makes it even more deadly, right? Because now you're in, like think about it, guys. These kids came from Benedict, Albany. One kid was committed to FAM. You not getting scrubs, you getting ballers. You getting ballers, right? And now they're stuck in a situation. They're like, yo, what is this? And the only reason that the kid from Benedict, he knew right and wrong because he had been in a program that he understood what right looked like. It's crazy. 2373 coming to you. They calling you live.
Yes, I'm glad to be on the phone with you. And I'm here to tell you, as a grandmother, let me tell you, this is not alleged. On Monday, my grandson was packing his stuff to leave for me to come from Florida to get him. And his teammate that was helping him pack his bags went in the bathroom. I have the video for you. His foot went through the floor to the next room downstairs. They did not take him. They did not call 911 for him. They refused to come take him to the hospital. And I'm not sure, but I'm investigating all these classes that financial aid paid for. I'm going to the government because they're going to have to refund that money. And all those loans that those children took that they automatically gave them because they attempted to do it to my grandson. I said, no, he will not start life in a negative. Those loans, if those classes are not transferable, they must give them back that money. And there's an agency that I'm going to find out, and I'm going to send it to your podcast, that they're going to be able to file and tell them that those classes were illegitimate, and they have to forgive those loans. But the financial aid part, this is allegedly, if those classes are non-transferable and they took federal money, the federal government will want their money back.
You tell them, hey.
And they can get in on a class action suit, because every university has insurance for mental distress, all of the things that have happened to them. This young man went home on crutches. His foot went through the floor. And my grandson had to sleep in that room with the mold, the rotten wood, and the hole in the bathroom floor. And they did not give him another room till the next day. I'm here from Florida to pick him up right now.
Thank you, Grandma. I appreciate the call, and I hope these people are listening to what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm going to send you the video so that you can post it, and you can see the boy's foot went through the floor, and you can see the kids with the flashlight showing from one room on the second floor to the next room downstairs.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right.
Ooh, all right, let me read something. All right. So I got a long message, so stay with me, right? It says, I appreciate you reading my message, but let me just mention one more thing, let you know how foul these people are. They hired me as the head women's basketball coach and still had the previous coach on staff. He did not know that he was let go until I had a conversation with him, because I happen to know the coach. That coach has went on to be a respectable college as an assistant coach because they could not find anyone to take the women's basketball team. They actually had the nerve to reach back out to that coach and ask if he would come back. Another issue regarding the fast track, they bring in these kids because each of these kids would generally get summer student loans. They take their entire student loans, give them 3 classes. All of the classes are questionable, but here's the big problem with them. Why would you bring in a kid whom GPA does not allow you to get into school? There's only one reason to take your money during the summer for fast track. I am so glad that you're shedding light on this. I was sitting at home minding my own business, got a message from a former coach telling me I really needed to listen to this, and I'm listening, and my heart goes out to the students in athletics. Okay, continuing on. For your information, I had a young lady who wanted to sign. I was told by the athletic director, Tim Newman, to speak with one of the football coaches and set up a visit. His name is Coach Bond. He told me, or at least he asked me the question, has she signed? I said, no. She wants to come on a visit. His comment to me was, don't allow anyone to visit until after they sign now. Can you make that make sense? Continuing on. He said, hey, man, the classes do transfer if you get a C or better. Plenty of the women's basketball players from 2018 to 2022 graduated, and their transfers credit and their credits transferred because they had A's or B's. The football players didn't go to class, and that's why their grades did not transfer. All right. Newman is a piece of work, but as far as the classes not transferring, that is a lie. He or she also put in a thing, and you can look this up. It's on the website. It's on Google. It says Cedric Cassetta transferred from VUL to West Virginia State, and his classes transferred because he had a 4.0. So that person wanted me to make sure I tell you that. So you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. 6646. Hey, calling you live.
Hello?
Yep, you live.
Hey, so my brother and my cousin and a friend of mine all go to VUL. They all play football there. So I got a lot that I know of.
Talk to me.
My cousin was actually on here earlier talking to you, telling you. But let me tell you, my brother, he called me multiple times while he was there. They had mold in their room. They had bugs. They had all of that. Their floors unstable, everything. But you know about that. Let me tell you about my brother. He don't want to come on here. I'm going to speak on his behalf.
Okay.
He was offered $5,000 a season to play for them. $5,000, 5 bands. Never seen that money. Never seen it, never touched it. Anytime he asked about it, oh, we're going to get it to you, we're going to get it to you. Okay? Then My cousin, remember he told you he only went up there because my brother, his cousin, was going up there. They went up there together. That was the only reason they went up there. They promised all this money, all this film, all this time, everything. They was promised all of that. Never touched none of it. Boom, when my brother, he told the coach, he said, I'm not staying here for another year. I'm transferring. Can I get my film? Coach told him, no, you can't have it. Straight up to his face, told him no. Not only just that, a lot of people haven't brought up the way the coach be trying to turn players against each other. I'm surprised none of them brought that up. He's a drama starter real bad. Let me tell you, my friend that go there, he had some beef with Coach Newman, whatever, not about it. Coach Newman, when he wasn't there, was talking about him to the players, saying that he didn't care about the team. He was lazy, unmotivated, everything, basically making them not like him. So when he came back around, he was like, why y'all acting funny towards me? Oh, Coach Newman said this, Coach Newman said this. Then on top of that, two of the players, and I'm surprised they didn't bring this up, two of the players actually ended up fighting. Two players on the team actually ended up fighting, like fist fighting.
Yeah.
Because Coach Newman was starting drama between them. So all this about him being a sweet talker and everything, all that's true, because he get into them boys' heads and he just be telling them lies and making them, turning them against each other and making it seem like they just gonna get all this fame and money and everything for playing for the school, and they don't touch none of that, nothing. And then he had them paying for their own food, paying for their own stuff. My brother, he had passed. He been playing football since he was a little kid, since we was kids.
Yeah.
Okay, he only a year older than me. He been playing football since we was kids. He been cleaning his pass, everything. That's provided. The coach told him, you got to take your pass back to your dorm. That was weird already. They ain't got no locker room. Okay. He asked the coach, he said, okay, you got something I can clean my pads with? He told him, no, we don't got no cleaner, no nothing. Just clean them with soap and water.
Wow.
Clean your dirty pads that he's been, and they use the same pads every game. I swear to you. Same pads every game. Told that man, we don't got no cleaner for you. Use soap and water on your dirty pads that they using every game. And then they were sharing pads. They were sharing helmets, everything. Just sharing. It didn't matter. It didn't matter about none of that. Then on top of that, like everybody else was saying, he be cussing them out, calling them all types of N-words, B-words, everything. I've been on the phone with my brother while they was doing this, and he caught my brother on the phone and made him hang up on me. On my life. He made my brother hang up on me because he realized my brother was on the phone with me while he was cussing him out. And this is in the middle of a restaurant. He cussing him out in the middle of a restaurant that they at before a game. Ain't that crazy how he was in public doing this stuff and nobody never said nothing? And I understand that the other coaches on the team was scared of losing their jobs and all of this stuff, but I feel like they should have been spoke up. Because I've been telling my brother, you need to get up out of there. I've been telling my cousin, I've been telling all of them, y'all need to go. Because the coach been acting like this before they even went up there. The coach was acting like this. And the only reason my brother even went to that school is because his grades wasn't that good in high school. I'll be honest. And they knew that. And they told him, oh, yeah, we'll make sure your grades are good. We'll get your GPA up, everything. They had this man taking Algebra 1. High school Algebra 1, by the way.
Wow.
High school Algebra 1. Like, and this is college. We in college. Then on top of that, let me blow your mind real quick about the school. The football players supposed to go to church every single Sunday. Coach Doe let you know that. They was required to go to church every single Sunday, or they got in trouble. It wasn't optional. It wasn't none of that. It didn't matter about if you weren't religious, nothing. You had to go to church. And the only reason they did that was to get money out of them boys. That was the only reason they did it. Most of them wasn't even really paying attention. They going to church, they forcing them. Then on top of that, a couple people told you, they had to find their own rides. They carpooling to practice, 15 minutes away, carpooling. But then they get in trouble if they don't got a ride to practice. So y'all don't provide transportation. Y'all expect them to rely on each other. But then one person don't make it because the car full. Now they in trouble.
Yeah.
Now the whole team in trouble. That don't make no sense. How you don't provide transportation but then get mad when they can't make it? That don't make no sense. And that's just, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Kind of like how the coach was saying, where we was talking, we could talk for a while. It's crazy. And then on top of that, all the classes that they have, like he said, it's like they high school classes. My brother, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say I was helping him with his work, but I would look at it and I'd be like, bro, like, this is nothing. This stuff I was taking in 9th, 10th grade. One of them said it was 11th grade. I don't know what classes he was taking in 11th grade, because the math I seen, that's what I was taking in 9th, 10th grade. The comp classes they had, it wasn't even like college comp class. I'm in college right now. Me and my brother graduated the same year.
Yeah.
I'm in college right now in Florida. I'm in college right now, and I'm telling you, the classes that he's taking are not on college level at all. My friend, my cousin that's up there, the classes that they've taken are not college level at all. So even if they do transfer out and they go to another school, they still gonna be struggling because the school ain't set them up for the college experience. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, even if they do go out and they find somebody somewhere else to go or somebody to take them, they don't have the football experience that they need because the coach is horrible. Like old dude said, it's not even like camp. It's not even like practice. It's torture. They had them boys out there. They would either have practice from 3:30 to 7 or from 7 to 9, sometimes both. And it's like, even sometimes the Coach Newman, I remember this. I was on the phone with my brother. The classes, Coach Newman helped him find his classes and everything, but then would tell him, oh, skip class to come to practice.
Skip class to come to practice?
Getting their education or going to practice.
Wow.
So that's why we're saying the football players wasn't going to class. That's a bad way to look at it because it wasn't them. It's coach telling them either you come to practice or you go to class, no in between. So I can agree to, the football players don't be going to class, but it's not on them. They in practice all day, literally. So it's like, it's unfair to them for anybody to be like, oh, well, y'all wasn't going to class, this, that, and the third, because like they said, Coach Newman, he's a sweet talker. He's a sweet talker. He had these boys thinking they had NFL careers in their hands. You feel me? So, of course, they like, dang, if I'm going to the NFL, what I need school for? And again, that's somewhat on them. And my brother, he's smart enough to get up out of there. I'm sure my cousin leaving, I know my friend got up out of there. He left yesterday. He left the school. He never going back. But they whole O-line, if y'all didn't notice, they whole O-line and they whole D-line was freshmen. That says enough.
Yeah.
To me, that says enough. Your whole O-line and your whole D-line is freshmen.
I gotta ask you a question. It's a little off topic. What's your major?
I'm majoring in athletic training.
Listen, you need to be a damn lawyer, okay? Like, I didn't go. Listen, you can represent me anytime. You feel me? Like, listen.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna hold you. You legit, because I listen. I love that you're standing up for your brother. I love that you're standing up for the situation and putting light on that and shedding that. And I appreciate that from your experience, from you having to deal with that with your brother. So, listen. That's what family's about, and you're the representation of that. And I'm glad that you can tell your brother, like, listen, man, I'm in Florida doing college. You ain't in college. Let me just let you know you ain't in college.
You're not in college, exactly.
You're not in college.
Not in college. These is not college classes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's holding him back. It's holding all of them back. And I feel for these boys because we black. We black. We got to stand together, especially young black men. These are young black men who are actually trying to pursue an education.
Yeah.
And they're being held back. That's not fair. Like, that's crazy. And they're purposely holding them back. And I honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I think Coach Newman knows that if them boys don't got, if they don't got the grades, they can't transfer because, like the coach said, the basketball coach, like she said, they can transfer their classes if their GPA good enough. But how your GPA gonna be good enough if your coach telling you don't go to class, come to practice?
It all
know what he's doing.
Yeah, it all works together. It all works
together. It all falls together. All of that fall together. So as much as y'all want to say, oh, they don't go to class, this, that, and the third, they not lazy. They do care. They do turn their work in. Even the one boy told you he be turning his work in and they don't put the grades in. That same thing happened to my friend multiple times where he turned something in and it just didn't get put into the grade book. And let me really blow your mind. They got a teacher there. All right. He teach 3 different subjects, but don't got a degree in none of them subjects.
Now you know you
put that out there.
Now you know you gotta drop his name. Let me text
my brother. Hold on, because I'm gonna get it. Because my friend got his class too. He like some weird dude, and I think he work at the church too. So they all run together. Let me see. The teacher.
Oh my God, the Bama coach, and don't got a degree in none of. Oh.
And it's like it's crazy stuff like that. Like the whole school, like everybody been saying that whole school need to be shut down because it's all just out of whack. They don't got no type of plan. They don't care about these kids. They don't care about nothing but money. It's money. I don't even want to call him Coach Newman. That's Coach Scammer to me. I don't care what nobody say. Oh. And he out here suing people. He can sue me. I said what I said.
Hey, listen, man. You in the wrong profession. You need to be a lawyer. Like, You might be the new what's that girl from Scandal? Olivia Pope.
Girl,
Yeah. You
Olivia
that?
Pope.
Yeah, you that new Olivia Pope with the white hat. I see you. Yeah.
Man.
Hey, listen. Text your brother. Hey, when you get it, just call back in. I see your number.
I got you.
Yeah, when you get it, call back in. I got you. Hey, appreciate the call though.
All right. Got you.
Hey, that girl, a real one. I like her. She a real one. Hey, you can't get no realer than that. 0705 coming to you.
Hey, I was one of the freshman offensive linemen.
Oh, what's going on, man?
And all right, so with the O-line, it was a struggle for us like throughout the whole season because it was Coach Newman would get mad at the offensive line for not doing good, right?
Yeah.
But we will be going against guys. They've been in at their schools for probably 3 and 4 years. We're going against juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
And like throughout the season, we got better at it, but it was like he would threaten our coach. Like he would get mad at our coach if we weren't doing good. And he would always be giving us some sort of crap about something, even if it wasn't our fault, because like we freshmen, we don't have that experience yet.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Okay, let me help y'all out. I had to let them go because I got a lot of people on the call lines. And my girl's back, so I'm gonna answer her. Listen. When you call in, don't watch the YouTube. Talk to me on the phone. Let me go to my girl. She back. What's good?
All right. I got the name. John Terrell Jr.
John Terrell.
Is it Torrell or Terrell? Torrell Jr. John Torrell Jr. And my brother just said actually a few of them teachers teach different classes.
Wow.
So that's a normal thing.
That's
a normal thing.
Hold on, John.
And we talking about different subjects.
I'm trying.
You telling me they got multiple teachers teaching different subjects?
Yeah.
But they setting these boys up for a future. They setting these boys up for a lifetime, a degree.
Okay,
that makes sense.
I got it. It's John. Yeah. I'm looking at it right here. It says School of Business instructor, Dr. John Terrell, Torrell. Yep. I'm looking at it right here on the staff directory. School of Business, my ass. Let me see what else he on.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got him for School of Business.
That's what I'm talking about. This man teaches 3 different classes, and I bet you they don't got it on the website that he teaches them 3 different classes.
He definitely don't.
But I know, because my friend and my brother had 2 different classes, but he was a teacher for both. How that work?
Somebody said he the history teacher. Now, how you the business teacher, and then somebody say you the history teacher? Boy, I tell you, boy.
How and what he got a doctorate in? Talking about Dr. John.
Girl, you crazy.
He must have been a doctor they was bringing out on the field. I don't know. That's another thing. The boy from New Jersey that they was talking about. I was on the phone with my brother when that happened. And exactly what they told you, where they told that boy, oh, you shouldn't have went and got an MRI in New Jersey, this, that, and the third. Why would y'all tell him that when they, I promise you on everything, they denied that boy multiple times. But then gonna turn around and say, oh, well, you shouldn't have went and got an MRI, this, that, and the third. Playing on multiple injuries. My brother got injured, had him playing on the injury. They be cussing, like I said, they be cussing him out. They be doing all that. Like it's wrong. And it's like, I've been saying this. I ain't gonna lie, I've been talking about this. But I ain't gonna say my voice don't mean nothing because it mean a lot. But one person saying something, especially somebody that don't even go to the school, people not listening. So the second I seen your live, I'm like, bro, like I gotta say something. Because even my brother, I'm texting him, I'm like, I'm about to hop on.
Yeah.
I got too much to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's just crazy. And it's like, and when we talk about mold in the rooms, I'm not talking about, they leaving food in the room, now they got mold. I'm talking about mold in the showers, on the floors. They toilets don't work. Oh my God, when they was traveling for games, they had like 4 boys in one hotel room, 2 beds.
4 boys
I don't play football, but me, I played sports all throughout high school. And I'm telling you, wasn't nobody finna tell me I'm finna share a room with 3 other girls and we only got 2 beds.
Ooh, foot to head to toe.
And it was mold in the closet. My like mold in the closet. How you got mold in your closet? What's wet in the closet?
Yo.
Like that's psycho.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Girl,
I'm telling y'all don't know. This school is horrible. They don't care about these kids. They don't care about academics. They don't care about the quality of the school. Even the school, bro, on everything I love, you could walk through that whole campus, not even 20 minutes. That ain't even a workout. Not even 20 minutes. You can walk across that whole campus. That's how big it is. 2 buildings and a bench. That's what you're going to get.
That's crazy. Hey, listen, you a real one. Appreciate the call in.
Always. Everybody stay away from that school. That's all I'm going to leave this off with. I hope they shut down. You know, boycotting work. Leave them alone. Don't apply. Don't transfer. Don't do nothing. Don't listen to them. They're not good. They don't care about you. They never will.
Man, that girl is preaching.
The conference has been locked.
All right, I'm locking it. These are my last 4 callers for the day. All right, because man, I was being facetious when I said 4 hours, but Job Bammers is not playing. All right, I'm gonna take these last 4 callers: 9104, 2373, 9516, and 0722. All right, those are my last 4 callers, and we're gonna get up out of here. 9516, you up?
Hello?
Yeah, you live. What's your Yeah.
So VUL, like we'll be on 11-hour bus rides, and well, I'm a defensive player, but we'll be on an 11-hour bus ride. Won't feed us till 5 o'clock after the fact of like we'll have walkthroughs, then we'll go eat, and walkthroughs probably be in the parking lot.
The walkthroughs are in the walkthroughs are in the parking lot.
Parking lot. Just because of we couldn't even get in the field. Then they would give us like 3 to a room, like with 2 beds. Somebody had to sleep on the couch and stuff. And a lot of people would not even eat the food because the food would be nasty. And then homecoming, we had high school cheerleaders and a high school band. Like we had like 3 different high school bands and 3 different high school cheerleaders. Bad, man.
What got? How did you get to VUL?
I got recruited there from Houston.
From Houston?
Yeah, I drove 19 hours to go play. And he didn't even really care about us. Like, he wouldn't even know none of our names. He'd call us by our numbers. He'd be like 94, good job, or 56, good job, not even knowing our names. And then he'll tell, like, during halftime, he'll cuss us out, tell us how bad of a team we was, and how one game he basically let up on us, telling us how we play like shit and we not even that good, letting up on us.
Okay, so did you have any other offers like coming out of high school or anything like that? Like, why VUL? That's the thing that,
Why I chose to go to VUL because of basically their schedule, and then most of the games on TV. That's why a lot of people went there, to get put out, to get their names out and stuff. So, and then to find out, well, a couple of D-line trying to go D1, but you can't go D1 because none of our critics can transfer.
Yeah.
So that's why.
That's wild, man.
I don't recommend it. Yeah.
No. So what's your plan now? What's your plan?
Well, I'm gonna go to another Division II school, play there.
All right.
Grade school a little bit better.
Hey, anything better than VUL at this point in time. But hey, man, appreciate the call. For real. All right, let me go. Let me go 2373. Hey, caller, you live.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hi. I am mother of one of the players, and how can I put this? First off, I've been on this call. I've been listening to the YouTube very closely
Yes,
and
ma'am.
carefully. What we have experienced being a coach, myself, I saw the red flags, but as a mother, when I brought these red flags to my son's attention, my son had an academic scholarship. He graduated from a IB school, high school, where you have to maintain a 2.5 to even get selected in there. If you want to look up the school, it's an A-rated school, Suncoast Community High School in Revere Beach, #1 in the state of Florida. They only select 200 children per year to enter that school. My son took the SAT, had a 1370, had an academic scholarship, bright futures, graduated with as coming in as a freshman, qualifying as a sophomore academic. Misled, and when I say misled, Coach Alfonso was the coach that recruited him. And when I spoke to him, I said, I am very fond of education first. And that should have been #1 priority. I say, my son making his decision based on it that you told him that this school is a small environmental school, that this school that you can see him playing on the field, so forth and so forth. But what I am looking at, your graduation rate, it was 23%.
Ooh.
So I fast forward. I said, moving forward, I let my son make the decision. I told him, I said, you're gonna only get a semester if I don't like it. When we applied, just 4 days before he was getting ready to leave off, we get the phone call because they said, oh, he wasn't going to have to pay nothing but $2,500. When it sounds good, too good to be true, red flag. Mind you, when I asked, what is the out-of-state fee? Because everyone knows a Division II does not give you a full scholarship.
Facts.
Only Division I. I'm very educated on that. So I say, what is his portion? Oh no, it's just $2,500. So 4 days before he's going to depart, I get this phone call saying, this young man, Philip, will have to pay $8,700. I said, what are you paying that for? I was told he was only have to pay a balance of $2,500. What are we paying for? Because at your school, this is the only university that don't have an out-of-state fee. Red flag, right? Any kid that's coming from out of state got to pay an out-of-state fee.
Yeah.
So they said, oh no, he's paying. This is for a loan that he's gonna. I said, no. First off, he would not be in debt before he becomes 18. He's not gonna get a loan. Give us a breakdown of what's his cost and what is his covering. So when it was like, well, how is the room and board going to be paid? I said, don't worry about that. Give us the breakdown. It will be paid. You're going to draw up this contract, and we're going to see it. So now I'll have monitor everything. And the thing about black and white, and I wish these kids, every student, not kids because you're 18, I wish there was anybody that was on that roster that was 17. I'm going to tell you why, because this is where Child Protective Service will get in on it, because that's child neglect, child abuse, and it's so many lawsuits that can be thrown.
Yeah, because a 17-year-old can't sign for it. A 17-year-old can't sign a contract.
The president who hired him and knew of these situations. And when we talk about black and white, I mean emails. If you have an email where you contacted a teacher saying, what is your grade? And the dean, Miss Price, she is the school dean. If you have an email where you have contacted her about concerns and it wasn't addressed, and they have acknowledgement of fraud, they can be held in the court system. That's how Donald Trump That's how New York got Donald Trump. Fake university. And if you don't meet the criteria to classify as a university, you cannot use that brand. If you go online, you will see where they use other university pictures, which is misleading. And anybody that recruited players under false documentation can also be sued and go to jail. Now, I want every person that got affected by this, from the parents to the players and specialists, go get a mental health evaluation, go get some counseling, and you're going to let that school pay for it, and you're going to hit them where it hurt it. Because even if they try to file bankruptcy, they got houses, they got LLCs you can go off, because he's been in this situation before, and that's why he is paying fines. And you can go after the president because she was supposed to do a thorough, you can ask for background checks. Did she background check all these coaches? Did she background check the athletic department? And she's already had history of, and it's on YouTube of his behavior.
Yeah.
How can you be an athletic director? And this is where the coach is going to get paid at. How you can be the athletic director and a head coach. That's nepotism. Because if I have a complaint, it's a chain of command. I have to go to the athletic director. After the athletic director, then I go to HR, because somebody had to hire you. Who hired you? Who did the background check? There was somebody that you could make a complaint to. And if there's no one on that campus and you're using a university labor, you have to follow that labor board. And everybody's rights was violated. Every coach that was on that staff, y'all witnessed abuse. And every coach that came forward, we as parents, we appreciate you, because this is what we stand together at. I thank you for giving us this platform, but where you hit them at is in the pocket.
Yes, ma'am.
In the pocket. And I'm going to tell you now, all you have to do is reach out. And this platform is a start. Now, the second thing, go get you some help, because y'all need that help. Y'all was put in a situation of abuse. That's abuse by from the lack of eating, not having proper treatment. Now, you're not even supposed to, they weren't supposed to touch the field without an athletic trainer on there. The helmets, we want the helmets. When the last time was the helmet inspected? When the last time that the kids have a proper physical? You're supposed to be able to run 3 miles in a certain time frame. When the last time, when they went to the hospital, you know why they didn't want them to go to the hospital on their own? Because every university got a insurance.
Yeah.
You got insurance, so y'all rights were violated. Everybody that was out there and there was no water, no ice, your rights were violated. Every child that slept in a dirty dorm full with mold, your rights were violated. Every child that had to stay off campus and had to come to practice and wouldn't ask, did you have 3 meals? Your rights were violated. I don't care. You have 10 years to sue. Mental health is everything. Mental abuse is everything. And y'all rights was violated. Please do not turn y'all cheeks and say, I'm just going to go to another. No. You can go to another school. But at the same time, let them pay for what they cause you. Let them pay for the pain they cause your parents. Let them pay for pain and suffering, because the rest of your life is going to be affected by what you just occurred and what you affected you 5 years ago. Whether I don't care if within these 10 years, it started with the principal, the president, the school dean. It started with all the ones that put this person in a position to abuse. And being that man is the athletic director and the coach, somebody had to hire him. So whoever hired him has to pay for it.
Hey, I appreciate the call.
And
last point. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we want to do a class action suit, and we will be contacting everyone. We'll use your podcast, and within 60 days, and everyone can contact your podcast or whatever and leave their name and number.
Hey, what
This
you
is
can
gonna
do,
be a
what you can
federal
do is text that number at the top of my screen and leave me your cell number, and we'll stay in contact. So then whenever you get it all put together, then I'll come back on my platform and I'll do another show. And anybody you need, you know, all the kids, they can reach out maybe through an email or something like that. We'll make that happen. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we'll greatly appreciate that. Within 60 to 90 days, we will have a hired lawyer, and we're doing a class action.
No problem. Thank you so much for the call. Hey, Bobby, I'm going to open up the call lines for you. Once you in, I'm going to close it. So
The conference has been unlocked.
I'm going to let you get in here. And then once you get in here, I'm going to close it again. 9104 coming to you.
Good evening. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm well. I'm well. I was a student between 2000
The conference has been locked.
and 2014. Listening to the phone calls that came in today, it's actually it's disheartening because we were sold a lot of dreams. We were recruited from all over, like Washington, Washington State, actually, Baltimore, Lowell, and we always wondered, like, how did when we went on campus and we met all up, you know, the football players, we came to camp. We wondered, hey man, how he find you? How this person find you?
Yeah.
You know, so once it's time for registration, we go in, check in for our dorms. They give us a hotel key. So we're like, what's this? They're like, oh, your room is 2 miles down the road at the Quality Inn. So we had a little, you either catch a school bus or you have to walk the 2 miles. So we would do that, you know, but you know, we young. First time out of town, you know, college, we're adapting to it. You know, like we in a hotel. But any normal, you know, the normalcy of a college student, their experience should be in the dorm room, you know, housing, proper housing, you know, where they have the RA and things like that. So yeah, man, we stayed at the Quality Inn, we stayed at the Travel Lodge. We were there during the time when the campuses where the housing was built on Campbell Avenue, which is on the backside of Garfield Avenue. The food that we had, there's pictures actually all on the internet. Chicken breast with pink dye in it, blue dye in it. Man.
What?
It was days where you can even go on Google right now and type in VUL students get kicked out of housing. And I'm on the front page sitting there moving furniture that's not even mine because they owe off-campus landlord, I believe, $100K. And we're like, damn, how are we running? How are we getting put out? And we supposed to be on scholarship.
Yeah.
So we couldn't fathom what was going on. But, you know, a lot of us during that time, we were go-getters. We was hustlers. So we knew for a fact, hey, man, they not going to get us out of here. We got to get ourselves out of here. So it was, you know, a few of us that went on, transferred out. But that's when we got the news. We 23, 24 starting over as freshmen because 72 credits don't transfer. All those years put in, or those 3 semesters, 4 semesters we putting in, it's like, damn, it's going down the drain. You know, so a lot of us out here, you know, some of us, some didn't go back, some of us still in school, some getting masters, but a lot still holding on to those degrees. And it's like, in the workplace, those don't show for anything, you know, because it's unaccredited.
Man, that's wild.
So yeah, man, it's a lot. And it's interesting that the lady just spoke, you know, no matter how many years ago it was, it does have a benevolent effect because it's like, it's those what ifs. And it's like, damn, how did that happen to us?
Yeah.
You know, we've been showed Liberty University saying, oh, we got a partnership with them. We're going to have games over here. Whole time, just 3 buildings. That's the whole campus. Literally, not even an acre. And as they said, you know, we had some good professors, even though they played multiple roles. You know, they might have been the deacon up the street. They might have been the psychology teacher. Might have been, you know, the athletic trainer. You know, little things like that. But it was an experience, you know, and if you come from a survival neighborhood, that's basically what tapped in, your survival instincts. And as the lady said, you know, that's mental, that's PTSD.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us don't recognize it, but yeah, we went into survival mode at a young age, so that's what we still actually holding on to. You know, so yeah, I don't have a lot to say, but you can do your research, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call.
I'm still shocked. I'm shocked because it's like, damn, I'm on the front page. And it's like, I ain't signing up for this. Can I get money for this? You got me all on the news. You know?
I get you, man. Hey, appreciate the call, bro. That is, man, this is just getting wild. Bobby, coming to you. Hey, Bobby, hit me with it.
What's going on, my brother? So this school is a member of the Transnational Association of Christian Colleges and Schools. That's their accrediting body. Okay? So the thing is, most of the universities in the southeastern region, basically from Virginia to Texas, are a part of SACS. Okay?
And what's SACS?
SACS is the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges.
Okay.
Okay. So all the major schools that you normally name out are a member of that.
Okay.
And that's a part of a regional accreditation group. So there's one for the Northeast, there's one for the Midwest, there's one for the West Coast, right? It's like 4 or 5 different accrediting groups. So when you go on job applications for everybody on there, you see where it says a bachelor's or master's or PhD by a regionally accredited school. That's what they're talking about. Okay?
Got you.
So VUL is not a regionally accredited school. That's why the students are having such a hard time getting credits to transfer, or because they're picking schools that aren't a part of the same accreditation body. So a SAC school doesn't have to accept the Transact school or track school credits.
Okay.
And even if you go from state to state, everything won't transfer. And then from a private school to a public school, everything may not transfer. But if that private school is a member of the same accrediting body,
it'll make it easier for you to get the transfer. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So when we can't change what's already happened with these young men, it's terrible. But for everybody else on here who has children in high school and whatnot, you have to look at those type things when you're looking at schools that you're not familiar with. What accreditations do they have, and what schools are members of that same accrediting body? If that makes sense, what I'm saying.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay. So what you said to them earlier is exactly what I'm going to say to them. Every moment you spend at that school is a wasted second of your life. So,
hey,
you got any questions for me, sir?
Let me ask you this question, B. You do your year at VUL, you don't get any credits. Can you go to another D1? Do you have to go JUCO? Do you have to go community college? Like, and how does that affect everything that you got going on?
Well, the school will have to be willing to pick up your APR hit.
Oh.
So,
but I thought if you leave us, okay, like okay, because I talked to a coach.
They're not a member of the NCAA.
Oh, gotcha.
They're gonna come into your school because you're supposed to be. If you're a freshman on the field, you have to be. Well, you're a sophomore on the field. You have to be at least a sophomore in the classroom.
Gotcha.
If not a junior in the class. You're a sophomore on the field. So you're gonna start off as a second semester freshman with no credits.
Yikes. So your best bet is to probably go to community college and get your AA.
Best bet.
Your best bet, yeah. And then go from there. Damn.
Unless there's a school that's just hungry for you, and that happens.
Well,
You
from what my boy called from A&M, he said if you apply for the progress waiver degree, they give you that
Right.
year back. So it's kind of like you're resetting your clock, and you're a freshman in the classroom and a freshman on the field.
Right. And that's their best bet.
Makes sense.
But if they don't get the waiver, if the waiver get denied for any reason, do not quit. There are other options, other avenues. Go to JUCO. Go, because you have a lawsuit against that school for false advertisement, for luring you there and then putting you in debt with nothing to, and if they have you on the road so much you can't go to class, that's against, there has to be.
Yeah.
I was looking at different policies for college universities in the state of Virginia, but there has to be rules and regulations as it relates to that. Because I know every state's different, but not that different.
Ridiculous.
But yeah,
ridiculous.
They're wasting their time there.
Hey man, appreciate the call, Bobby. Appreciate the insight, my guy. Last caller 0722, and then I'm gonna get my little soliloquy. We out of here. 0722, you live.
All right, I got to be quiet, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I went to VUL this past season. How about I say, off the jump, I was like, at first, from the outside looking in, I'm thinking things is gravy. Like, this is pretty good. We had pretty good food in the beginning. Didn't know that our money was paying for that, and that the school wasn't, actually going to have any good food for us after the first 3 weeks, because they literally started running out of food. Hence the why you see on Twitter we got the cold chicken and stuff. Because I ain't gonna cap to you, they wasn't giving us chicken, so we done grabbed extra pieces of fried chicken. So when other cuz came in to get his food, he got the cold shit. That's on us. Should have rationed it out, but that's on that nigga for being late. But anyway, when you go to a school, you go to a college, 10 times out of 10, and minus VUL, you have a relationship between the academic and the athletic people. When we got there, like when I went to school, my original school, my JUCO, I'm like, they go, all right, this is the day y'all go to pick classes.
Yeah.
I get to VUL, they don't ever tell us to pick classes. I'm like, damn, when they gonna tell us to go pick classes? Then we get to school about to start in a couple of days. I'm like, I still ain't taking my classes. I talked to the lady in the joint, and she talking to other kids. They done dropped 35 credits. The dudes came in as juniors, they freshmen now. I don't know what was going on with these situations, but they why didn't you come in here to pick your classes earlier? And I'm like, nobody told me to come in here. And I'm like, well, as you'll see, as I tell a couple more stories, it seems as though nobody wanted to do their job. Nobody did their job unless you asked them to. Some of the things that we might have said that they wouldn't do, they might have done it, but we never asked them to, because I don't know if they just on some lazy, lazy-ish, but we get to the season now. We take a 13-hour bus ride up to go play Merrimack. We go 13 hours. This is a ridiculous trip. I don't even understand why we didn't just fly. We get up there. We pulled up to the game late. I'm like we pulled up so late that we didn't even have time to finish getting warmed up. And it was cold that day. We hop out on the field. Cousin, I ain't even stretch for real, because I ain't get my muscles warm enough to even stretch them out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We get first series, these niggas running straight down the field on us. We come in at halftime because they got up 30-something to nothing on us immediately. And they cussing and yelling at us man, if I had some pads on, y'all sorry as hell. I'm like, if you hopped on the bus 13 hours without warming up, you gonna perform just the same. And we didn't have no weight room, no training. This is the one thing, I don't know if anybody said this or not, but we watched film 0 times. We never watched film.
You never watched film?
Ever. We went, there was one time I was going to go home to see my family, and he told me, yeah, we're going to watch film tomorrow. So I'm like, all right. then go home to see my family, which I didn't end up seeing them for a long time because they forced us to do these mandatory meetings every Sunday where he would literally the head coach would literally just cuss us out and tell us how he's going to get rid of our asses if y'all don't start performing. This position group looks like shit. I'm going to get some new players here in the spring. He did that the second game of the season. I was like, dude, we just started playing. You already talking about the spring and bringing in new players? I'm like, where's like the positivity, the morale? But fans said we going to watch film the next day. We never watched film. Like, you already know the deal. I'm sure you played football. You go in Monday, whatever day it is, you watch the film. They're like, this is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. We're going to work on it in practice. Fam, we ain't do none of that. We would go to practice and we would just do the same drills over and over and over again. We didn't even have a playbook. And I don't know if anybody said that either. We had no playbook. I don't know if the offense had a playbook. The defense for damn sure ain't have a playbook. We had a few calls. We had cover 2. We had cover 3. And we ran a 3-2 defense, which was like majority of the time, which doesn't even make any sense. We had 6 DBs on the field, like majority of the time. And that was supposed to stop the run.
Hey man, listen, bro. Let me say this. I'm gonna ask you this before I let you go. When was the moment for you that hit and said, I gotta get out of here, this ain't it?
They told me it was an opportunity to come and play Division I. I'm like, all right, yeah, for sure. And it was that. That was exactly what it was. But we got halfway through the season, and, well, to be honest with you, there was like 6 times. There was an original time where I was like, yo, I'm about to leave right now. And that was when people was leaving because we realized there was no athletic trainer. They was talking about there's no liability if you get hurt and all that. But it was really when I had an opportunity to play against, we played against a school, Delaware State, and I had a bunch of good stats leading up to that point. And the whole purpose of going to this school was to try and get another offer and leave. And I went to go play against the school that they know I was very capable of playing at, and they sat me. And I was like, damn, like I started the whole season. Like, what's the problem? Didn't play me that whole game, and then every game after that played me, all 4 quarters. But just that one game specifically where I actually had a chance to get a scholarship and leave, they, you know what I'm saying, they took me off the field. So, I mean, that was when I was done. I was like, this is some bull job. I'm out here. I'm taking 12 credits. They ain't even going to transfer nowhere. Like, I'm out this job.
Hey, man, I appreciate the call, bro. Appreciate you. Let me say this. Devon, we gonna run this back and we gonna do a Lincoln one, all right? We gonna run this back next week and we gonna do a Lincoln one. But I DM'd you. Give me some players. Let's round this up. Listen, it's cool. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna call it a day, right? Let me just say my little soliloquy. And we're gonna get up out of here. What is the saddest part of this is that who is funding, like the schools that are funding this school, that are allowing this school to play, and you're literally paying to beat up kids. You're paying for kids suffering. You're paying. It's like you're feeding this engine of just treachery. And I'm telling you now, if there is an HBCU school that has them on their schedule, you need to take them off ASAP. There is no reason why you should be a part of feeding this engine that treats their players the way they do. It's unacceptable. And then on the flip side of that, I know this is going to sound bad, you got to start researching. You got to start researching who you playing. And really, if I'm being even more honest, like, there's no reason why D1 schools should be playing a school this low. Why are you playing a school below D3? If you're Division I, FAMU, Southern, South Carolina State, Why are y'all playing a school this low? It don't make no sense. I get South Carolina. I get Savannah State. I get Lane. I get a Virginia. I get a Fort Valley. I understand that. I ain't tripping on them. That's their decision whether or not to play a school this low. But for D1 schools, this should not even be in your realm. It's too many schools. Who's that? Because someone dropped off our schedule at the last minute twice. Yikes. Yikes. All right. Sorry. That's Miss Campbell, former AD of South Carolina State, so she should know what she's talking about. Right? So, my thing is this. I hope that these kids understand that life is not over because you went to VUL. Your college hopes and aspirations and dreams are not over because you went to VUL. Your football hopes and dreams are not over because you went to VUL. But listen, I'm going to tell you what my mama used to tell me. I'm going to give you the time to cry. I'm going to give you the time to cry and bitch and moan. I'm going to give you that. But at some point in time, you're going to have to pull yourself up and get back out there and go do the work. If this is what you really want. And if you want to play football and you want to go get you an education, there are too many schools that will allow you to do so. And they don't even have to be HBCU. You got PWIs, you got HBCUs, you got all the schools in the world. There is a school. Matter of fact, take your ass up right. You can take your ass right up the road to Shenandoah University. It's a D3 institution. You can go right up the street to Shenandoah in Virginia. They do football. Last time I checked. All right. I told you I know the area. Frostburg. Come on, man. Right up the street. Want to go down the street? Go down the street. But there's too many institutions that would allow you to continue your career. And once again, community colleges are not the worst thing in the world. They'll get you your credits. They'll get you where you need to go, get you a general studies degree, and you can happily move on and continue your college, jump right back into something. And listen, I'm going to tell you this. Listen. Actions have consequences. Decisions have consequences. Don't hit me with some, I don't want to walk on at an institution. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Okay? You were lied to. You were hoodwinked. You were bamboozled, but you still did it to yourself. Ignorance is not all culpabilities because I know, right? At some point in time, you knew, right? At some point in time, you knew. So now you have to take accountability, pull yourself up, get through it, and make it happen. If that means PWIs, a preferred walk, PWO, preferred walk-on, a walk-on, make your dream happen. I'll give you a great example. A walk-on at Alabama A&M, Abdul. Walked on at Alabama A&M, freshman All-American wide receiver, 2 years, went to the MAC, playing at Bowling Green right now, okay? It's possible. If you're good enough, it's possible. For the D tackle who is 6'6", 400, I don't care if you have an asthma pump. Somebody gonna pick your ass up. You just too big and you don't grow on trees, okay? Simple. Xavier, come on now. Xavier Smith, walk on with the LA Rams. Jacoby Durant with the LA Rams. Went to South Carolina State, was working at FedEx. Walked on at South Carolina State, got a scholarship, is now in the NFL. It's possible if you put the work in. So I don't want to hear the excuse of, oh my God, I got to walk on. I don't want to walk. Go play. Go play. If you think you that good, go play. Simple. All right? Because listen, yeah, we can feel sorry for you. And I do feel sorry for you. But at some point in time, if you feel you that guy, go play. You know what I'm saying? Go play. So it is what it is. I appreciate all the callers. I appreciate everybody telling their story. The way this gets out is with platforms like mine, with Twitter. Use your influence to make changes happen. That's what social media is for. It's not for the fights. It's not for the twerking. It's not for none of that. Social media is about telling your truth, telling your story. TikTok it up. I don't give a damn what you got to do. Tell your story. Get to the news. Do all those factions. All right? Because only you can make change. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.